been
That is
streaming for
something.
half an hour and it's just been us talking.
Yeah, no, that's why we're starting it. It's over. Swapping screens. Here we go. Hello.
Excuse me, Mr. King, can
No,
I take
shut
a
up.
tea?
Hello and welcome back to King's Campaign: The Signs here on D&D Sundays. Last time, I don't even remember because we've been talking about superheroes for the past hour, but things certainly happened. No, yeah, the heroes finally slayed Kuvak the Conqueror, the evil orc, and they are currently wrapping up the whole orc ordeal. They were assaulted by his second-in-command, and dealing with a very large arrow-firing contraption. They were able to shut that down and stop the orc army altogether, the rest of them disbanding, saving the city of Westershen. They are now currently heading, because they can't return to the city, they were heading far east, eventually receiving note from the legendary warrior Mizar that the origin of the red stone in their possession can be figured out through talking to a Madame Solas. So they went to a small fishing village off the side of the docks that this image fails to represent, but I couldn't find anything better. And so there they encountered a middle-aged woman with a very tough persona as she began to make some sort of business arrangement with some various thugs. Upon their leaving, she is exactly this Madame Solas, and apparently knowing a lot about the world, she is willing to exchange information for assistance. As the evening begins to settle in, the heroes are assisting her in pulling off an ambush against these goons, and in exchange for their help, she will reveal more to the stone and why the evil group that's after them is pursuing the stone. So, it is evening time. You guys are by the docks, specifically this area. You're away from all the buildings. You are alone there with only Madame Solas, because this is where you're going to be, well, enacting the alleged ambush. So real quick, I am going to have you all positioned right there with her, and there we go.
Map. We got a map.
So you're all there, standing just under the roof of this large wooden shack. Various boats and such are resting for the evening. She's pacing back and forth along the docks. So, what are you guys doing?
My name is Bart Chalker, or at least it was, until I was bitten by a radioactive spider.
I think there's one thing we can all agree on. Green Goblin, best Spider-Man villain. Anyways,
Green Goblin, these nuts. Anyway,
anyways, so
Cindy.
Are we like in this? Are we like in this building here? Like just kind of peeking out?
yeah, you're standing under the roof right now. That's just where you're standing right now.
We're on the
Yeah,
roof. Gotcha.
it's like a rail.
No, you're under the roof. Like it's just a big, like this is a big open doorway right here. So like you can walk through. She's just kind of got you all there as she's surveying the land. Well, what do you all think?
well,
Sounds like
I
enough.
yes, I think the location is good enough for planning.
I don't like
Something
it.
for-
I think it's stupid. Why are we doing this? That's
well,
Asher talking.
I'm very happy you said that, Asher, because I didn't want you, at least down here anyway. I point up towards the. I take it this is like a fairly accurate representation of what we're dealing with.
Pretty much, yeah.
I point towards this ship up here and go, could you potentially get up into that crow's nest? I know that you've got a lot of long-range spells. Maybe you could be a bit more useful up there.
Fine, but as an orc, I'd be pretty good with a sword in my hand too.
Yes, I don't doubt that. But go.
And instead of going over to the bridge, he climbs the crane that's like lifting cargo, and he like falls onto the ship instead of taking the normal way.
He
Eventually,
dies on impact.
eventually he'll get up into the crow's nest.
Not sure I trust that one with a sword.
Neither do I. That's why I wanted to get him out of harm's way. We don't trust him at all. He needs to stay up there.
Guys, I can see you all. You look so small down there.
That's great, honey. Fuck, I hope he stays up there.
Keep it quiet up there. Don't alert them.
You keep it quiet down there. I can't hear you. What? A rather, exuberant fellow, isn't he? He's, very outgoing.
You
Yes,
don't know
he's
the
a
half
bizarre
of it. Well, what about your spell? Duncan. Could we use that?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking have both of you positioned just below. See where the stairs are, just there, just on the foot of the docking. I indicate to about there. If you and Vicindi could get on either side of the walling and just kind of, well, I don't know how observant these fellas would be. So if you're able to hide yourselves there, along with the backing of my spell, that could do us some good.
Keep in mind, with your Pass Without Trace, it's like everybody within 30 feet, so we'd have to like stay out of the area where her and the rest of the guy, unless you can like choose who is.
I can
affected
pick
by
anyone
it.
within 30
Can you
feet.
pick? Okay, sweet. Then never mind. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, don't listen to him.
So what's our game plan here anyway? Here, hang on.
Well, depending on if she's got the same idea that I do, it could be very much a matter of we're going to get ourselves into position in case it goes wrong or someone swings first, which I'm guessing, due to how she was speaking last time, she wants to kill them and then make off of not only what she wants, but then also get away with the money as well. Because I think, if I remember correctly, because she's a bounty hunter, these are actually her targets, and she set up a faux deal to capture them.
Yes.
Definitely could be.
Because I was having a hard time to remember. That's okay.
So, you know, making it seem like that she is alone like they requested, having the bigger fellas down here, Rizzler around here because he's smaller anyway, like, you know, they could be like, oh wow, like, you know, that's a really weird waist high looking barrel there. Looks like a person faintly, but you know, I'm gonna
I'm
ignore
on
that
it.
despite
He
the
jumps
fact
in
it's
his
hitting the
chest.
gritty.
There's like a chest right here. He'll jump in that. I'm on it.
And then of course I'll be like hidden like somewhere around here, like, you know, close by, because like, you know, the distance between here and here is very similar between like her anyway, so like, you know, it won't be too much of an issue. It's just more of a matter of making sure that we're all relatively spread out.
Yes, yes, this is very good. I'm liking these tactics. All I need is for all of you to lie in wait, as I'm supposed to be here alone. Funny enough, they might actually believe that. And once we have them in the right position, we can take them down.
Well, if all you want us to do is just lie and wait, then your wish is our command. And then of course I snap my finger and I cast Pass Without a Trace on the group.
You all just kind of distort out of reality. Oh my, I can barely even tell you're there anymore. Impressive. Keep in mind, well, I guess technically all of you in this vicinity would have to roll stealth, because so yeah, I need some stealth numbers here to make sure everybody's. You get plus 10 to that because the spell's stupid, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
We are rolling all like individual stealth rolls.
Yes, this isn't a dungeon. When it's in a dungeon, I let you guys kind of just group it up, but here everyone. So I will roll for Rizzler and
Genuinely, thank God for that plus 10, man. Because
yeah,
Yeah, I got a 22.
yeah, I also got a 22, and I rolled a 10.
Rizzler got 24.
No, I didn't.
You got a what?
I didn't put it like that. I got a 13 with the plus 10.
Okay.
Well, thankfully you got the wall,
Really?
and that's why you're hiding behind there.
Well, I've got a -2 to stealth.
Oh yeah.
You
Ouchie.
But
fiend.
hang on, with disadvantage as well. Here, hang on, could be even worse.
What do you mean
Okay, no,
disadvantage?
Because he's wearing heavy armor. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah. Basic or worst is a 13.
Well, I suppose if that's the worst.
Okay. Yeah,
That's a
Asher's
total
all the way
fucking
up
stupid.
there, so he doesn't really need to be stealthy if the deal's going down right here, but... All right. Well, as the night settles in, all we need to do is wait for them to show up. As
8 hours later.
yeah, basically, as the night settles in, a light drizzle begins to hit. Few clouds roll through the night sky. Some stars begin to poke out. It's quite dim, except for a few light continual flames allowing the way. Madame Solus, she pulls out like a large briefcase and positions it next to herself. Eventually, a couple figures do emerge from the shadows and approach a fair distance away from her on the dock. Real quick. There we go. I just have to make sure I'm on the right thing. Okay.
That is a big man.
Yes, you notice as a middle-aged looking fellow with a thick black goatee and graying hair walks in a fluffy coat and sword at the hilts. Behind him is a large, muscular, and scarred-up dragonborn soldier at his beck and call. I see you finally came. We were keeping an eye out to make sure you came alone, and as far as I can tell, you're the only one here, he says, kind of shifty-eyed looking around. Do you have what we came for? Indeed I did, and she, boots the briefcase in front of her. I have the supplies, as you requested. What you intend to do with them, I know not. It is none of your business what we are doing with them. All you need to know is you will get your payment. However, I must say it is quite interesting we are doing this here. Why did you choose the docks? It's quiet and abandoned. Need I need any more reason? I don't like this, boss. Something seems shifty. Relax yourself. Though, I would like to know something. Speak. Although I don't know why, I can sense a presence beneath those stairs right there. Just past the stairs on your side. There is another figure here with you. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate you making assumptions that I wouldn't have come alone when that was the deal we struck. Specifically including the fact that you came with a bodyguard of yourself. Well, one can never be too careful. You there, behind the stairs, won't you dare come out and give us some company? I know you're right there.
I have nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, nothing to be ashamed of, no, though these pretty women here dared to lie to me. I didn't lie to you, you told me to come alone, and so I planned to. And then when I saw you weren't coming alone yourself, I thought I'd bring myself a little extra muscle. I don't see anything wrong with that. Perhaps not, but I get a little concerned when I see one, there could be more.
Forgive me for implying, but doesn't even exactly seem like this is the most friendliest of jests. It's hardly worth noting any, well, shall we say, plan Bs.
Indeed. Well, if you're ready to get away with our little transaction, I am more than prepared. Well, then let us see the money. And the big guy hands him like a large, heavy sack that you hear some jingling in. The payment is processed, and he throws it and it lands roughly about here in front of her. And then she puts her boot on the briefcase and pushes it all the way over to him, and he stops it with his own. Interesting. And he picks it up and kind of shakes it. I do hope everything I was looking for is inside. Everything as promised. And he opens it up, the big guy checking with him. Interesting. Very well. It seems all business here is concluded. And just as they're going to turn, I almost forgot one last thing. What is that? I'm going to need that money back. I should have known someone like you was gonna go back on this deal. Come on, beautiful, you know. Men like me, we are only in this business for ourselves, so give it back, come on. I'm afraid you're outmatched, and I'm afraid you're outnumbered. Men, and beginning to make their way from various sections of the dock are his men. A couple of them even popping up in places you weren't sure about. Hang on, I made them really hard to see, so they would be hidden. Let me make sure I find everybody here. Let us make them here. That didn't work. Did it work? No, it didn't.
No.
Fuck!
Did you put
I
them
hit...
in the DM layer?
Yeah, that's what I tried to do, and then I think I clicked the wrong thing by accident because I'm not fully awake yet, even though it's 2 in the afternoon. There we go.
Hey, there we go.
Alright. Now, I give you one more opportunity. Hand over the bag. I will be taking my resources, and we'll be going on our merry way. I have no reason to believe you. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're okay. Listen, friends, it's getting late. I'd say, you just stick to your initial forgetful nature and make your way home, as it were.
You say that now, but you're the one surrounded. Look, I try to be a reasonable man. I simply want what is rightfully mine. No one has to get hurt.
Is that what you think? You think you're surrounding us? Oh, my friends. And I took you for a businessman. Friends?
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna say start the Pokemon music. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So wait, well, you saying that, so since you're visible, the battle will begin. So this is not really a surprise round. Well, as you guys kind of like jump out at them.
Yeah, I would kind of just jump over this wall here and land right in
Yeah, and
front
I,
of it.
Yeah.
I step out from the corner.
Okay.
make
Oh, you
myself
guys are
known.
flat out showing yourself. Okay, Rizzler's gonna stay hidden. So,
That's fine.
for the time being. So you guys step out. So combat's gonna begin. So I do need you all to roll initiative.
Yeah.
All right, you need me some innie. You need some innie and outie. That is a 9.
9.
Ooh.
That's bad.
I'm kind
bad.
of curious. I'm just kind of. This is the best initiative I've rolled since I started playing this game.
Rizzler rolled
perfect.
like shit.
Thank God I have. Well, I mean, I guess token advantage didn't matter because the first one I rolled was a 21. So
21. Okay. Damn, nice. All right, Vizindi.
I got an 8. Or sorry,
Oh, boy.
6.
oh, God.
6.
Rolled a 6 and then the -2.
Kid you not. Asher got he got 21 as well. He'll go under you.
Hey,
Billy. So
fair enough.
yeah, I did that. I mean, I'm not up here. All right. So top of the turn order. Bjorn, you're up. AJ on deck. Even though I'm AJ.
Oh, you
but
already know what it is, baby.
I think I know where this is going.
We raging. Gotta fucking put
Hell
the
yeah.
raisins on
He
it.
be Bajin Canadian raging.
I still have to
I
use
forgot
the
about that
DA because
guy.
I don't have my new fucking thing yet, but
No, fuck your table right now.
I will have it soon.
I completely
So I
forgot
have
to
to
open
take
My
my
WoW
pants
Switch
off.
table, so I remember what I do.
Oh. My pants are already off, Kieran. I don't know. You're late to the game.
I am late to the game. I realised I left my trousers on instead of like my pajama bottoms.
Cool.
So I'm
All right.
sorry. My pants are coming
I-
off, chat.
I have a +2 bonus to my AC, and the creature takes force damage equal to my Constitution modifier whenever they hit me.
Of course they do.
We love it.
Stupid
We love
question.
it. Yes.
What is a stupid question?
What's the
No, I was just saying, of course they hate you. Stupid question.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Alright, well, I'm gonna run forward to this big fuck right here.
Oh, okay.
Mostly-
Pushing
gonna be
right
mostly
through.
Gonna be mostly taking his attention
Okay.
and making two glorious axe swings at this man right here.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. The first one, I know that first one's gonna hit because that's +11, and so that second one is a 13, which I don't think.
That's a
hits.
mess. So you get one hit.
Yep, that's fine. We'll do the D12 plus
D12.
9.
Woo, max damage, baby. That's 21 damage to the Dragonborn.
All right. You run up on him. You swing a mighty swing as you run out from the shadows. He's not even expecting it. You cleave him right across the jaw. His jaw is solid, but you carve a chunk of flesh off. Just as you swing again, though, he pulls out his lance and blocks it. So, all right, but he's still.
Dance, big boy.
He just like grunts because he's like bleeding from the face now. All right. I assume that's your turn then.
That would be my turn, good sir.
Okie dokie then. So then that is going to be Asher's turn. He's all the way up here, nice and cozy like. Guys, I'm gonna do a thing. Fuck it. Fireball! And he's gonna fireball the top of the ship. He's gonna call a giant ball of fire in his hands, throw it down, and say, "I don't give a damn about property damage!" And chuck it at the boat. And it's gonna explode at these two archers. because I feel like Odie might be smart enough to do that. Who knows? So that they both need to make some deck saves, which that's a fail, and that's a fail. They both fail.
Okay.
So they're both gonna take 8d6. So that is 23 plus 5. What is that? 28?
Yeah.
All right. So they both take 28 points of fire damage as this fireball just explodes, engulfing them, searing the flesh. You hear their screams. They're both hurting really bad already. Yeah, I did it, you guys. I did a thing. All right. It is now the Dragonborn's turn, and Bjorn, he didn't like that you were slapping him around like that. So,
we shouldn't get hit then.
yeah, he's gonna...
Ooh, hard man.
Fighting words.
So, he is going to... Let's see, can he do this?
I don't know,
He-
can he?
He's going to... Yeah, he's going to push right here. He can't get past the fence, but he's still in range of you. And he's going to... Let me make sure this works. I need to draw... Ooh, I know, I have an idea.
Oh, is he gonna do the thing?
Oh, you know he's got a thing to do.
He's
Oh
gotta-
no, what is he
the
gonna
thing.
do?
He's got a thing.
I know exactly what he's gonna do.
He's going to use his breath weapon to breathe
There it is.
his poisonous gas at all of you. I don't have
He's
a...
a poison.
Yes,
dragonborn.
I don't have a picture... Yeah, he's green. He's just really, like, a sickly-looking green. I don't have a picture of poison, so I'm using this as reference to make sure he can do this.
Ain't no way my dude got stank breath.
Stank breath.
Oh, but
And
he
he's
does.
using it as damage.
So, I want to be sure he can do this. Yeah, it looks like it can go... Because it's going to start there and then branch. So he can
My
avoid
dude's
hit...
never heard of the dentist.
He can avoid hitting his boss. So, hang on, let me get rid of that now. Get rid of it now, thank you. All right, so I need Bjorn, Vizindi, and Madame Solus to all make dex saving throws.
They gotta have advantage.
Madame Solus failed that horrifically.
Okay, so okay. That is a 17.
Seven.
That is a 12.
All three of you fail.
Ooh, okay. That's a high DC.
Yep.
That's
all-
very high DC.
Well, he's a strong boy, so yeah, he's going to breathe thick green poisonous gas, and none of you are able to brace yourselves in time. So, all three of you are going to take... Let's do... That is... And then... That... So you're all gonna take 25 points of poison damage.
Wow, that was right off the bat, huh?
That's a big hefty hit right there.
He's a hefty boy. Stinky, 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 hefty, hefty, hefty.
Hefty, hefty. Thank you, Kay.
So, you're welcome. So yeah, he just... I'm ready to dance, all right.
Question.
Yes.
Would he still take force damage, considering that this is an attack that does hit?
But I thought it was melee attacks. It's any attack?
All it says is whenever a creature within 10 feet of you hits you with
An attack, the creature takes force damage equal to your Constitution modifier.
All right, I guess so it's... How much damage is it? I guess
It's just 4. It's
Okay,
just 4 force
it's just
damage,
4.
that's
I guess he would take it because he's within range, and if it says any attack, then I will count that. So...
it. Yeah, it doesn't specify.
Oh,
Okay.
and I would like to use my Stone's Endurance on that one there too, by the way, if that's alright.
Go right ahead.
So that just makes... Is that not just makes it resistance?
It's a D12.
It's a
What's
D12,
what everything
yeah.
is.
Oh, it's a D12.
It's basically like second wind.
Yeah,
It should be in your features, I think.
should be.
It's in your reactions. It's in your reactions.
Oh, it's in my reactions. Okay.
Yeah, as a reaction, reduce damage dealt to you by 1d12. Mine's +4, but I don't know what yours is.
1d12. How the fuck do I roll a d12?
You roll a d12, bud.
In the back, bottom corner.
4d60, d100.
You don't see the d12?
There should be a D12.
It's right below. It's
Oh,
right below the d20.
okay, yeah. Sorry, I was wondering. I was like, this isn't going up right. And then what's it plus?
Plus, I mean, it's in your reaction, so you'll have to. It should be
Yeah.
your Constitution modifier.
Yeah.
Oh, it's +9, so it's what?
9?
9.
Oh, it's his
13.
level. That's why. It's plus his level.
Oh, is it really? Holy fuck!
Mhm.
That's really good. Mine's only plus my Constitution modifier.
Oh no, +4.
Oh.
Okay, just making sure. Holy fuck! I was gonna say.
I was gonna say too, because I'm like, wait, you can't. You both have to have it at the same way. So okay,
Right.
so it is Constitution modifier. That would make more sense, but I was like, maybe it is level. I think second wind is plus your level. That's it. So
I think that's right.
I was looking at the wrong thing, honestly. I was looking at my pole arm master to
we
hit.
get it. You have the busted combo. You don't have to keep telling me over and over.
I will
He can't even use.
Oh yeah, he doesn't even have the ranged weepon yet. So- No, he does. He bought one, didn't he?
Yeah, he bought one
a
last
halberd.
session.
He bought a
Oh,
glaive.
halberd,
Yeah,
That's what it was.
or halberd. Yeah. All right. So how much do you resist?
I resist 8 points of that, so I only take 12 damage?
No, it was 25. So that's
25.
17.
No, -8 is 17.
Yeah, 17 points of damage. So he breathes on all ya. So that'll end his turn. It is now Madame Solus's turn. She, seeing the imminent danger, seeing you all there, she is going to back up. And she's going to attempt to... She's got pretty high, yeah. So she's going to run up and climb on top of this thing, which is about 10 feet off the ground. Get away so you're not all clustered up in the same area. She's then going to start shooting with her crossbow.
That's a whole lot of woman right there.
Yep.
Damn.
Okay.
That's a hit on her. And she will take... Hang on. Only 6 points of damage, but it goes into her neck and kills her. And then with Hordebreaker, she is going to miss on the other one. It's just gonna fire off.
We love Hordebreaker.
We sure
I should-
do.
Look at some of the features I should add to Bjorn.
So that's gonna be her turn. Now it's Rizzler's turn. He's being a sneaky boy right now. So, Rizzler, what are you gonna do? Alright, so everybody here is doing pretty good. So I'm gonna use my sneak. I'm gonna run out here and get this guy. Keep him away from everybody. Okay? So since you were hidden, you can attack with advantage. Hell yeah. Alright, so that's an 18 to hit. That hits. Alrighty. So roll for damage with your rapier. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking like him. Okay, so that is 7 plus sneak attack. So that is 17 points of piercing damage as you just run up and stab this guy in the kidney.
Not the kidney.
Anything but that. It regulates his alcohol and blood flow. Please. I don't know what that does actually. I don't care about the kidneys.
The liver helps
Get
with
rid of 'em.
alcohol.
Blood doesn't help.
Okay.
Well, it can be removed.
I can
We
do
don't
without
need
it.
them. We don't need them.
Okay. It is now the goon boss's turn. He...
And the scoopers.
Well, they're goons. I don't know. I felt like it was more appropriate. So, seeing his right hand is distracted, he's actually gonna run up on you.
Oh, goody.
Yes. And he
Wait. Before you swing at me, just know I am going to fight back.
That is fine. That is what happens in a fight.
Well, I figured I'd warn you anyway.
Appreciate
Never
it.
change, Duncan. You can hear like as Bjorn's battling this guy.
Yeah.
Never change.
I'm going to try to stab you now, okay?
Okay, just... I hope you don't hit, but if you do, good luck.
What the fuck is happening? Okay, so he's gonna take... He gets to make 3 swings at you. First one's a natural
Okay.
20.
Nice.
Oh God.
Second one is a 15, so that should miss.
It does.
Third one is gonna be a 23. So that's gonna be 2
Nice.
hits with a nat 20.
Oh, look who decided to show up.
Oh, is it this bitch?
No, nothing happened. Nothing happened.
You already
huh?
you already spent your sneak
whole
attack round
time.
thanks to me, so you missed out, punk.
Oh no.
You did 17 damage for what it's worth, though. So,
Alrighty.
all right. So, Duncan, you're gonna take on the first attack from this guy's. This guy is a rapier too. So let's see. That is first attack is plus that. Okay, so first attack, ironically, is 17 piercing damage, and then the second attack is another 10 piercing damage. So that's gonna be 27 piercing damage total from his 2 attacks.
Lovely.
So as you go to try and block, his rapier goes through your arm for the critical hit, really damaging your arm. As he pulls it out, he sweeps it across, slicing through your leg.
Nice. Now.
Yeah, it's rolling dexterity saving throw, I know. That's a 21 though, so.
Okay, so he's going to take half of this then.
Okay.
And what does he take? Oh, it would have been max damage as well, so you take 15.
Oh, man. It's almost like I don't care. Anyways, I'm just kidding. Anyways, all right, so you reach out and you blast him right in the chest. It singes through part of his armor, burning his skin. What the hell was that?
That's me fighting back. I hope you don't mind.
I mind a little bit. Maybe you could stop.
Well, I would if you decided to not fight us in the first place, but you got yourself into this mess, so you're going to deal with it.
I like how this guy's having this banter with you. All right.
We need more of this.
So all the other goons get to go, and then Duncan is on deck. So first the goons get to go. What the heck is happening?
Du bist ein kleiner Auto.
Yes. All right. So this guy right here, this little magey guy, he's going to use Scorching Ray at the 3rd level. So you watch as he conjures 4 orange orbs in front of him, and they are going to fire out. Let me double check that. Scorching Ray is a. Is it a? I want to be sure it is not a. Yeah, ranged spell attack. Okay. I thought so. I just want to double check. All right. So he's going to put 2 on Asher, and he's going to, and because he sees you right there, he's going to put 2 on Vizindi. Try and draw some fire. So that is to hit on, let's see, first one to Vizindi is going to be, Asher will be easier to calculate because that's just me, so we'll do these first. I can't find his frickin' thing. Plus what? Plus that. Okay. So, Vizindi, that is a 23 to hit on one. And that's a nat 1 on the other one, so that's only 1.
Okay. 23, you say?
Yes.
Right, I'm gonna use one of my spell slots to shield that.
Okay. Then the
Just wait
beam.
for him to just go. It doesn't hit.
Yeah, then the beams just blast in your armor and protect you with your increased spell fortification. As for Asher, that is gonna be that's only a 14. That'll miss. And that one will land. Alrighty. So, Asha. No, I don't. You're gonna take.
I don't.
It's only 6. It's only 6 points of fire damage. No, it's not.
What is
All right, fine. Now it's 8. No. All right. All right.
It's like he never left.
Yep. You guys are welcome for this comedy.
It was
Anyway.
weird having him back for a session.
Yeah.
Right?
And now and then he's just fucking gone again.
He's
So
just
that's
gone
cool.
again.
All right. So Sketchy, why aren't you in roll 20?
Roll 20. Oh, my page closed.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Weird.
All right. So this guy's gonna run up to this thing, and he's gonna try and get up here and probably fail. He can't climb it. So.
Well,
What a dumbass.
So he's gonna pull out his crossbow and shoot at Madame Solus. He's a little less accurate with this than the other thing, but his heart's in the right place. Oh, would you look at that? That's still a 23, and that's like a 9, so that'll miss. So Madame Solus will take. Cool. He rolled like shit. 5 points of piercing damage.
5 points to Gryffindor.
Sure. All right. the archer here is gonna fire at Bjorn.
Is he now?
She is. Don't discriminate.
No. Oh, I don't.
Okay, that one's for sure
I
a
do.
miss. This one's gonna be a 19 on the second hit.
That one will hit.
Okay. Let's see. That is plus that. So that is gonna be, well, you're raging, so it gets cut in half anyway, because fun.
Correct.
So reduce, that's 4 points of piercing damage as the arrow barely goes through your skin after just hitting you in the back.
Alrighty.
'Tis but a scratch. Alright. And then, Rizzler, these guys are gonna gang up on you since you weren't here. So, I'm
That's
awful.
Not nice. Just kidding. It's fair.
It's
fine.
fair. It's fair. Alright, so, with advantage, they both are gonna take 2 zesty little swings at you. First,
Okay.
that's gonna be a 16. Then,
Okay.
so that'll hit. That one's gonna be a 21. And then, that's just a full-on miss. That's a really small number. And then, ooh, that's a 25. So that's 3 attacks between these two guys.
Ouch.
Yes, very much so. Be
Mhm.
prepare thine anus.
My anus is prepared.
Okay.
Mine isn't.
All right. That is so let's think here. That is 4 plus
Before we get into the damage, did we get any heals or a long rest?
yeah, this is like a day or two later, so
Oh, thank God.
yeah, no, you're back up to normal. So
All right, sweet.
well, for the moment, and I'm about to calculate this damage. So,
Yeah.
plus 8, so that's plus this, so that is 18 points total of bludgeoning damage as they beat you with their maces.
I would like to have one of those, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
One of the attacks. Okay, well,
Yeah.
we'll say one was an 8. I think that was the biggest number. So, you can,
Alright.
so you can minus 4 from that. So,
Cool. Yep. So, what would that be?
so I think I said 18. So now it's 14.
Sweet. Perfect.
Okay, and that is all my goons, I think. So, Duncan, you're up. Vizindi, you're on deck.
Wonderful. Let me roll this fucking die for the spell. Alright, so that's a 24 to hit with Witch Bolt.
That hits.
And let's see how much damage I do. That is 20 damage on the first zappy zappy.
Okay.
And then, as you know, I've got a... Where did my fucking... Give me a second.
I know you can do it again.
But,
Do it again,
No.
Paul.
Witch Bolt fires out 2 separate bolts anyway, because it scales with levels. But for some weird reason, give
What
me
the fuck?
just a moment, my Eldritch Blast is missing.
Yo, he
Someone
disabled
stole
it.
my Eldritch Blast.
Like, literally, it's just missing.
Yeah. Wow, and
Uh,
that's like half of your character backstory right there. Is that
Right?
one move? Frickin'
Like,
warlocks.
bro, like, how is the game going to remove my Eldritch Blast? Oh,
You're-
that's what it did.
you have used your maximum amount of uses. Please phone for more.
Your free trial of Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, it's expired. Yo, the other day at work, we couldn't find one of the guys, and so one of my buddies on the radio, he just goes, "Guys, Brian is MIA. All units, please be advised." And gave me the giggle. It gave me the giggles after that, because like our manager can hear that as well. So
Fucking incredible.
he's
All right,
care-
so the Eldritch Blast got a nat 20.
of course
Hell
it
yeah,
did.
baby.
Of course it did.
So that is 20 plus 15.
So 35 in one hit.
35 damage.
Cool. This is fun
Bro,
and
what-
balanced gameplay.
It's fine.
Of course, I give him his zaps. I give him his bludgeoning. And like, as I'm
It's
bludgeoning, I'm like,
it's
oh my
force
god.
damage. It's force
It's-
damage.
If you're being forced that hard enough, it's practically
There's a
bludgeoning someone.
difference, bitch. There's bludgeoning damage. There's force damage.
How about shut up? Take my force dialogue.
Okay, then force your dialogue.
Look, again, I'm really sorry about this. You could just like lay down your weapons now and just like stop. But if you really want to get hurt and like taken elsewhere, we can continue.
You just zap him and it fries his insides. Ugh! And then you beam him like into the shoulder. You hear like a crack of a bone. Ugh! You know that is not starting to sound like the worst idea, but I can't have my men looking at me that way.
Well, you're gonna get a lot worse looks like getting your ass kicked by me. I'm being as nice as I can at the moment.
Fucking hell. You're like whooping this guy when he wasn't ready for this.
Incredible.
I mean, do you want to try and make... Well, you already used your action, so you have to... And your bonus action, so you can't actually, like, influence him with a skill, but you could try, for the record.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna try to influence him. I'm essentially taunting him, hoping he tries harder to kick my ass and just continues to fail. Just embarrassing him even more in front of his boys.
Okay. Alright, so that's your turn, Vizindi. You're up. Bjorn, you're on deck.
Alright, cool. Bjorn, I noticed you trying to weigh that out. Do you want me to go over there?
Yeah, ideally.
Although
But I mean,
wasn't
I
that
know you
kind of
won't be
more-
able. I know you won't be able to get like all the way there. So if you want to get like
Oh,
as close as you
shit.
can, and then maybe take a swing at this guy while you're at it.
I can try, but if I take a swing at him and then move on, he's gonna open for an attack.
Good point. I mean, what do you think, Giraffe? Like, I know you can disengage if you really need to. Would you rather?
Yeah.
have someone-
I could just disengage. That's what I was thinking. So you guys can focus on him. Then I'll just give like a point of bardic inspiration to one of you.
It's up to you. Like, would you rather take on two guys at once, or just have like Vicinity come over and help?
Would you ever have two women at once or big titties to be playing with? Sorry, sorry. for that.
titties.
I think I could take him. That's fine.
All right. Well, I'll leave it up to you then, Sketchy. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Because ideally, if I did have, okay. Oh no, I have an idea.
Oh.
Please
Do
share
you
with the
now?
class.
I would like to go. How much is that? 25. I would like to go here,
Okay.
Okay.
and I would like to hit him with my halberd that has 10 feet of range,
Jesus.
hoping that he won't be able to make an opportunity attack on me, because hoping he doesn't have an attack range of 10 feet. Melee
Okay.
attack
Not bad.
range of 10 feet.
If you
So
would
that's
like
what
to
I'm
do
going-
that, you can go right ahead.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack with that. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, so that is rolled for 13 damage.
Okay.
And I would like to attack with the other side of my thing. Okay, unfortunately that one doesn't hit, so it's only 11 damage.
11 to hit, you mean?
I'm sorry, 11 to hit. Sorry.
Yeah, that
11
flat
to
out
hit, so
misses.
that fails.
Yeah, that basically just hits him in the arm and he just kind of reflects it off. The first one actually stabbed him in the side, but
Okay, cool. I'm gonna use my last few feet of movement to get there. He can opportunity attack me if he wants. So,
well, let's see. You are still within 10 feet, right?
yeah, 10 feet.
Yeah, so you're still within
Well,
10
it
feet,
would
so
be
you're fine.
going from there. Okay,
Yeah.
so he has nothing that can hit me from 10 feet, is what you're saying. Cool.
Well, no, earlier. Well, yeah. In this situation, he can't hit you right now. So
That's
because
fine.
of where you are.
I
Okay,
will take this.
so that's your turn then. Bjorn, you're up.
Well, you already know what it is, baby girl.
You're just gonna start stabbing, right?
Meaty. Well, slashing more like, but yes.
Fight me,
All right.
literally, because this is me right here. So fight me.
That
I'm so
first
funny.
one is.
Character when I'm comical people.
I am quite
Yeah,
comical.
okay, so a 17 for the first one, 16 for the second one.
Both miss.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of what
All
I
right.
figured.
He's ready for you this time. He has gauntlets on his arm, so as you bring your axe down, he blocks them with his sheer metallic armored force. You're gonna have to try better than that.
Tough bastard.
Anything else?
That's all I can do.
Okay, AJ, it's your turn. Yay! I'm gonna do a thing. You said this person was low, right? Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna firebolt. That's really low. I'm gonna try again with my bonus action. And it'll hit because he just knows the numbers because he's me right now. Okay, and that's gonna be that's only 5 fire damage. Well, it's enough. Oh, cool. So he bolts out and just hits this girl in the back. And she like falls off the boat into the water.
I always love when your screams get cut off. It's so funny.
I kind of cut myself off, I think, at the same time, so it might have just sounded normal for once. All right. So now it is everyone's favorite. It's the Dragonborn's turn. So he's gonna pull out his lance and
Hit me.
I'm gonna hit ya. Unlike Batman, I fight to kill. All right, so he's gonna take 3 pokes at you with the lance.
Ouch.
Whew, that was close. That's a miss. That's gonna be a 20, not natural to hit.
Alrighty.
And that's gonna be 26 to hit. So he gets 2 zesty little pokes against you. So first one's gonna be horribly rolled. That is just horrible. That's only 8 points of piercing damage reduced to 4. That one's a little better. That's, what, 14 reduced to 7. So that's 11 points of damage total to you. And he takes 8 points of fucking force damage, so...
That he does.
This job sucks! I don't even know where his health is at. I think it's there, yeah. Okay. So... Oh, and we get to start working on recharging that breath weapon. Okay. Just put the number there to remind myself that's what he's up to. Okay. It is now Madame Solus's turn. She is going to drop down here, and she's just going to start stabbing this guy.
Yeah, stab him.
Stab good. That's a hit. And that's a hit. Yay! Alright. And first one is going to be... That is 11 points of piercing damage. And 11 points of piercing damage again. She hit him both times. So, she's just going to run up on this guy. One shoulder, other shoulder. His arms start to go limp. Ugh! Her blood... You guys barely even see her move. It's just... It's like speedy fast. That guy's hurting pretty bad now. Alright. Rizzler, it is your turn from your little position there.
So I'm going to.
So this is the guy you
bonus
hit.
action-
That's the guy you hit last
Yeah.
turn, just so you're aware.
Sweet. It's the guy I was gonna go after, so perfect. I'm gonna
Okay.
bonus action to disengage to here,
Okay.
and then
You
I'm
can do
just.
that. You can just move.
No, he's in. Well, then this guy gets an attack of opportunity.
Oh,
against
okay.
him.
My bad. My bad. I'm brain dead. I'm sorry. No, you made the right call. I'm sorry for judging.
All right, Kieran takes 10 points of psychic damage for being an idiot. Now,
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
And then I'm just going to attack Homeboy right here.
All right, attack homeboy.
Oh, that is a nat 1, but I can use naturally lucky.
Okay.
Let's fucking re-roll it. Okay, that is a +9. That is 12 to hit.
That just misses.
Oh, fuck.
Ouch.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm afraid, yeah.
And then that should be it then.
Okay. So you swing and he smacks it back with his blade. Sorry, Rizla. All right.
Oh, good.
Goon boss's turn. He's gonna make some attacks against you, as you know. He's gonna move in here with you, though.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see where we get to. Excuse me. That's a 19 to hit. That's a fat
just hit.
fucking miss. And that is a 26 to hit.
That might hit. I didn't
Okay.
mention it.
You might have to check.
Yeah, that just hit.
Okay. All right. So first attack is gonna be that is 12 piercing, and then the other one is gonna be okay. So that's 20. Yeah, 20 points of piercing damage total from 2 successful swings against your arms as you try and block yourself. The third one he swings and you're able to step away from it.
Okay, cool.
Do I have to make a dex saving throw again?
I would love if you did.
It's only a 12.
All right. He's gonna take the full brunt of this, then, baby. How much damage are we doing? We are doing 27 damage.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay. So
fucking strong.
the veins in your wounds move to your hands and you fire out, blasting through his stomach. Like you shear layers of skin off. He drops to one knee and bleeding from the mouth. He is looking really bad. I might take you up on that surrender option.
Well, you better make it quick because, like, while I'm more than happy to, like, just wrap some rope around your wrists and, like, keep you in place, I don't know about the rest of my friends. Like, they can be really angry sometimes. Like, I've actually seen one of them Goliaths eat someone. Like, I say, like, try to really scare him.
You got a little deception on that one, bud.
Yeah, let's go for deception.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Oh god.
I give up. I don't want to fight you. I can't. He points to the dragon. I don't know if he'll listen to me at this point, but I surrender.
Oh, I sure hope he doesn't.
Madame Solus does see him like kneeling to you, and she's like, "It would be a good idea to take one of them alive. I do appreciate it if you can." I don't know why her accent changed. Sorry.
Would I need to do anything special to, like, just like bind his like legs and hands so he can't escape?
You could just say you take, while everyone else is fighting, the chance to wrap him up if you want to, like, do that and then end your turn doing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So then you could take a little bit of rope, tie up his hands and legs, and maybe put a piece of cloth against the big wound you just created in his gut so he doesn't bleed out on you. Well, it's not even he bleed out. You burned through him with it, so...
It cauterized itself, honestly.
Yeah, but he... let me zoom out a bit here just so I can do my... We'll put him on the side like that, so he's kind of out of commission. All right, so the goon boss, he has surrendered. You wanna know how much HP he had left?
Yes.
3 points.
Oh.
Like, that's very fortunate because, like, when you described that he was, like, really badly hurt, my next course of action was I was gonna use Witch Bolt, grab his blade and just, like, shock him by proxy through it and just hope it would work as, like, a taser of sorts just to incapacitate him and not kill him.
Oh, okay. All right. So he is... Hang on, I just dropped my little tab here. He's down for the count.
Wonderful.
So, good job. That wasn't even your turn. That was his turn.
Yeah.
27 damage on a fucking reaction. That's ridiculous.
So it is
I love Hellish Rebuke.
It is the other goons' turn. So, let's see here. This guy's gonna attack Madame Solus. Okay, take it. That's a hit. And that is gonna be a hit also. She is going to take... That's 8 plus 10. That's 18 points of bludgeoning damage. Although she's a good bounty hunter, she works well with assassination attempts. So she is not looking very good after all the beating she's been taking. So that is that guy. Who else we got here? So this guy is gonna attack you, Rizzler.
Mm-hmm.
He's certainly gonna try to. That's a fat miss, and that's a nat 20.
Oh, dear God.
Ouchie.
All right, I love using
Well,
real
good
dice. Let's see here. So that is going to be, as soon as I can pull this out. That's what she said. So that is that, plus that. So that is plus that. So that is going to be 13 points of bludgeoning damage as he smashes you across the cheek with his mace.
Alrighty, I'm gonna, you know what, half that, because that hurts.
Okay.
So, what is that, 6?
That's 6, yes. All right. This guy, he's going to run up. He's not even going to... Actually, no, he's going to back up a little bit. He's just going to shoot at Vizindi. Get a better
That's so
look at
nice.
him.
Yay!
No,
I
it's
love
not
being
very-
shot up.
All right. Let's see. So that's just a total miss. And that is a 24 to hit. So that is going to be 9 points of piercing damage.
Yay! Loving life.
as you get hit. Okay, and then as one more goon, and then Duncan, you're on deck. This guy, he is going to run over here. He is going to cast. What do we got here that looks cool?
He ain't gonna cast shit. I'm gonna kick his ass.
He's gonna cast. Can he see? Yeah, he can see you from there. He's gonna cast banishment on you, Duncan.
What?
Okay.
Well,
Hey, you guys want more interesting combats or not?
Yeah, I'm
So-
down for this. Just I'm curious what it's gonna do to me.
So,
sounds like he's gonna banish you,
more-
bud.
I'm down for interesting compact, as so long as it's not against me.
so I need you to make a charisma saving throw, Duncan.
Good fucking luck.
All right. Oh, wonderful. That is a nat 20 plus 6.
Thank God.
Ooh.
Okay, so this guy's just gonna die of depression because that just didn't work. Yeah. Okay, so he tried. You actually feel your body begin to almost fade out of existence, but you were able to resist it. So,
We almost had to go save Duncan from the Shadow Realm.
Yeah.
That was terrifying.
so you know what? That was congrats, guys. That was us making combat a little more interesting. Woo! Yeah, and then you just
Whoa,
thwarted my
yeah.
attempt. So.
Well,
Come back next week when the arrows that they shoot do 2 extra points of damage because they're on fire. Woo!
Meh.
come back next week when the arrows are tipped with explosives.
Yeah. Anyway, he's gonna, well, at the very least, he's gonna bonus action, and he's going to shoot his energy ball at you, which is like a cantrip. So he is going to, well, he's gonna try and hit you anyway. That is gonna be and that's a 27 to hit. That just works out very well for him. So,
Yeah, that does.
Okay, so you're gonna take. Ooh. So that's that plus that, so that makes it 17 points of force damage
Okay.
as he beams you in your back, hitting you like literally dead on the spine. Just.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So now it's your turn though, so you can do something now.
All right. So just to check, how many charges did that magic missile ring have, and how many shots did it fire again?
It has 3 charges and it shoots 4 orbs.
Wonderful. And how much damage does it do again? I need to roll.
It's
It's-
1d4
it's-
plus 1.
Yeah, a
1d4
D4 plus
plus
1.
one.
And then they all do that.
Wonderful. All right. So let's go for that. I got 4 damage. That is including the plus 1.
Okay, so that's
I'm gonna-
16 total.
Yep. I'm gonna send 2 of the orbs to him because fuck him for shooting me in the back. That's rude.
Of course.
That's
8.
Actually, no, I'll send the other 2 to him as well because fuck him.
I just wrote down the number of his health. Damn it. Okay, fine.
I'm sorry. He looks weird. I want to make sure that he was killed.
Okay, so wow, way to talk about a gnome like that. All right, so you create the orbs from the ring and you fire them out. Yeah, and they all hit him in his big nose. Just and he like grabs his now broken nose, and he takes pretty sizable damage from that.
Oh yes, a fellow small man.
I am so sorry, little man. I call out as I charge my Eldritch Blast for a 22 to hit.
That hits.
And that is
Vicindy, you're on deck, by the way.
9 plus 9 plus 9, so that's 18 damage with the Eldritch Blast.
They beam him in the throat and they crush his windpipe, and he just and dies.
I'm so sorry, little man.
You just bullied that kid. He's not actually a
This is
kid,
what-
but
No, that's
Probably really old.
older than
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Really
looked
short.
at the guy I've just tied up. You've just made me kill that little fella.
What do you expect? These are the guys I pick up off the street.
Yeah, well, you're mean. He didn't deserve this. He was friendly and cute looking.
I think that's elitist.
And you're a bitch.
You kick him in the gut. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. You know, it's just like all innocent. All right,
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to kick you too hard.
is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Vicindy, you're up. Bjorn, you're on deck.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll help him with fight. I can still hit him from there, can't I? Because it's intense. Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
hit him from-
I'm just gonna keep hitting him.
He takes up a lot of space.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll keep hitting them. That is a nat 20 plus 9.
Wonderful.
Yes, sir.
Right, so... How are we doing this now? Because it's a 2d4 plus 5.
So you would be.
Well,
Would still roll. You would hold on. You would still roll 2d4, but then your second set of 2d4 would be maximized.
So
It
that's
does
a
2d4.
4...
Wait, are you
Yeah.
sure it does 2d4 or it didn't double because you rolled the nat
hang
20?
on, it doubled because I rolled a nat 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
then yeah.
So
makes
you
sense.
can
So-
roll that if you want, but you can actually just roll
Yeah.
1d4 plus
I'm gonna
4.
keep that.
So yeah.
Is that really
Yeah,
all that
right.
does?
That is a 11 damage.
Okay. Doesn't do a lot, but
Yeah,
I only rolled a 2. So that was the 2, and then from a full d4 is a 4, and then my proficiency bonus is a 5, so 11.
Okay.
all right.
And I'm also going to go ahead and do my my bonus action. So
Okay.
to hit with that is a 12 hit, so it's not going to hit.
No.
And then I'll go ahead and just try and do another swing with my halberd because of extra attack. That
Okay.
is a 27 to hit.
That hits.
And that is a 8 damage.
Okay, doke. Something like that. There we go. Yes. All right. So you swing out and you clip in the back of the head. As he turns, you swing out with the backhand and miss. But then as his arm comes up, you claw into it with the blade again, spinning it as you lunge forward. Pretty good moves with a weapon you're not very used to.
Especially considering the nat 20, I accidentally rolled the wrong thing. I don't know what I was talking about a d4 for the halberd, but whatever. It's fine.
Oh,
We'll move on.
okay. Moving on. Is that your turn there? Or you can do anything else?
That's my turn.
Okay. Then it is Bjorn's turn.
I know what it is. Instead of rolling the 2d20, since that's not been super helpful for me, I'm just gonna roll them one at a time
That works too.
because it just. Sometimes I just don't trust this app. Okay, well that's a 23 for the first hit,
Well, that hits.
and let's see if the other one hits. That's a 22.
That also hits.
I'm now gonna start rolling these individually as opposed to rolling them at the same time.
until he rolls a nat 1 and a nat 2, then
I would
he'll,
be fucking
he'll go
cool.
back.
I'll be pissed. All right, so I can now.
Can't type. So that's only 11 damage for the first one.
So are you just not doing the necrotic damage by choice?
Oh, fuck! I've not been doing the necrotic damage. Fuck me! I completely forgot. Oh wait, no, sorry. Remember, I gave the axe back to.
Oh, that's right. He has it again. Yeah. Because
Yeah,
you might
so
try
I
and purify it or something so it doesn't do necrotic damage. That's right.
something
I
like
do,
that.
yeah.
Okay, so you're just using your +1. That's fine.
Oh, whatever. So, well, at least they weren't like attack rolls; they were only damage rolls. But that's 21 damage total to this guy.
Okie dokie. So you swing out, clawing through his face, and then slicing through part of the arm or cutting him on the other side. He's starting to hurt pretty good.
It's kind of hilarious how like, despite rolling a 2 and a 1 on my damage die, I still do like so much damage.
You do more
Yeah.
damage than the other melee characters, yeah. So, and you're
Yes.
rolling like shite.
Yes.
All right. Anything else, or is that your turn?
That'll be my turn.
All right, Asher. What are you doing? I don't know. I never sent you my character sheet because I'm a butt.
So I'm gonna firebolt the guy hurting the lady.
No, I got. Actually, no, that won't reach that far.
I like to think of the term human shield as figurative.
Do we need her alive, or can I fireball her?
I would say we need her alive.
Darn it. All right, that's fine. Yeah, he doesn't have, from the spells that I've seen him use and everything, he doesn't have a lot of range shit, so he's gonna firebolt. Cool. Firebolt. It does damage. It works. That's a hit. Bonus action. Do it again. That's also a hit. All right. Good job. Yeah. All right. That's 11 damage, and then that's 13 damage, and that's whatever damage that is. Okay, 11 and 13. That is 24. Cool. So yeah, you fire out 2 bolts. They hit this guy, and he burns and dies. Yeah, I helped. All right.
So proud of you, Asher.
Dragonborn's turn. You guys are pissing him off.
Good.
Bjorn, he's gonna try and drop you. It's probably not gonna happen, but you never know.
What? You mean he's gonna drop me?
Can certainly
He's gonna,
try.
he's gonna take you down. All right, he does get that.
I thought you meant like he was gonna like try to pick me up and then like drop me out of the sky or
Oh,
something.
no. He is. Wait, let me double check something. How far? I always get confused because we do that. I think he can.
He's gonna do the breath weapon again.
He did recharge it. He's debating if it would work or not. I think, yeah, if he does it here, he can avoid hitting his boss. So he's gonna do it. So I need you. Oh, I can't click now. I need you and Duncan to once again make dexterity saving throws.
Okie
Yeah,
dokie.
daddy.
Dexterity saving throw. What do I get? That's a 9.
That's a fail.
Just a second. My best was a 17.
That's a fail. So you're both gonna take. That is plus. There we go. You're both gonna take 22 points of poison damage.
Yeah, we're gonna hit up a little stone's endurance right there.
Of course we are.
Ouchie.
Fuck that shit. Oh
I
my
hope-
god, seriously? I gotta stop rolling like shit. That's only 6.
Start rolling individually.
No, it wasn't that. It was
I
I
know.
think roll 20 is just starting to fuck me now.
All right, so so that's 16 poison for you then. So.
All right.
So as he just gasses both of you.
All right, wonderful. Can you do me a favor?
Oh, brother. That's an 11. You use all your
Alright.
spell slots on just this shit.
Yes, I do. One of them was on Witch Bolt because I only need to use my spell slot once. It can just like be used. in the same
I know
opponent
you're not
over and
you're
over
not
again.
you're not original. I know.
Right. Anyway, that is 18 damage.
Okay, hang on. That's there and that. Okay, he's there. So you beam him like right in the face, right in his bad eye.
Hit me again. I'll do it to the other eye.
This is unbelievable.
Well, you
Okay.
better believe it.
All right, so that was his turn. Is Madame Solis' turn. She is going to run her way around over here, and she'll go right there. And she's just gonna shoot this guy. That's a hit. That's a miss. So he's gonna take 10 points of piercing damage, but he is resistant to non-magical attacks, so it's gonna be 5 points. So you best surrender now. Like hell. That was the answer I was hoping for. All
She
right.
talks shit just like I do.
Oh, jeez. Rizzler, it is now becoming your turn. Please don't disappoint.
I will try not to.
Okay, good.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Good. Sweet. D4s. That is 7. 9 plus 5 is 14 damage.
All right.
This dude.
You pull out your whisper blade, and as this guy swings, you duck and you swing your blade up, and it goes through the bottom of his mouth. Just and he goes limp and kind of almost falls on top of you, and you gotta drop him to pull the blade out.
It's kind of hot.
Sweet. So then I'm going to bonus action a bardic inspiration for Bjorn.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah. And then just move down over to this dude. And that
Okay.
should be my turn.
Alrighty then. Then it is the goon's turn, and he's literally the only one left. And you just walked up to him, and he's like, "Yo, you stepping to me, bro?" And he doesn't
Yes, I
actually
am.
say that. But he's gonna take 2 swings at you. That's a nat 1.
Try and hit the small man. I dare you.
Well, he already got that one, but then that is gonna be a 23 to hit. So
Alright, spoke too soon.
And then
You have successfully hit the little man.
and then he just bonks you on the forehead with his mace for 10 points of bludgeoning damage. Just
Honk.
Playing He's playing whack-a-mole with him.
yeah.
Take that.
Got one. And then you just like slit his throat. Just you know. All right. Sadly, that's all he can do. Duncan, you're up with Vicindy on deck.
Wonderful. So if I remember correctly, I can move. Yep, I can move to there. I'm gonna make my way over here.
Oh boy.
You know, like looking at the boss himself and being like, "You, stay there."
He kind of just
And-
shrugs like, I'm not going anywhere.
As he fucking should. Like if he tries, I'll fucking whack his leg or something. I don't know.
He starts doing the worm and moves like a mile like every 5 hours, you know.
All right, so I'm whacking the big dragonborn with my club for 26 to hit,
That hits.
and the attack itself is 9 damage.
All right, so you just hit him on the back of the head, just.
I'm gonna follow up with another one, which that is a 20 to hit, dirty 20,
That hits.
and there's 10 damage on the second whack.
Nice. Club whacks are working. As he turns, you just bonk him on the snout. Just.
Yeah, you stupid freak. Yeah, fucking.
I didn't know you got extra attack. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's the only reason I started pulling into Ranger. That, and it also made sense in the context of like who he was raised by.
Right.
Vicindy, you're on deck.
And Eldritch Blast was 25 to hit,
That hits.
and then that is what is that? That is 8 plus 6.
Okay, he is there. All right, so now you blast him right where the armor's been damaged. He's looking really bad now.
You know, Kieran, you've got like consistently good rolls, man.
I'm hoping it stays that way, because
It's
in
been
terms
that way
of
since I've known you.
Joy just jinxed it.
yeah, no, genuinely, the next
Alright.
few turns I'm gonna roll like shit. Thank you, Joy.
I'm not gonna knock on wood. I'm knocking on wood. It's fine.
Okay, knock on your head then. I'm so mean. I'm sorry. That wasn't nice.
No, you're a horrible.
You can, sorry, you can kiss me about it later.
No.
We'll kiss and make up like real men. Anyways,
What?
don't let my dad hear that. Anyways,
I am your dad.
I thought I was Dungeon Daddy. All right, Vicindy, it's your turn. Please just get me out of this.
All right, because I haven't used it before, we're gonna try something a little different, just to make sure this guy's well and truly dead. To hit that didn't 15.
Yeah, no,
That
that
didn't.
that's depressing.
Alright. And then this time that's 21 to hit.
That hits.
Right, that was with Booming Blade.
Okay.
And 1 smite.
Oh boy.
So with smite, I believe it was 2d6. Well, we'll do the base damage first here. So base damage is a 14. With the
Okay.
Booming Blade, that is a 8. That brings it to 18. And then with 1 stack of smite, which I believe is 2d6, but I'm just going to go ahead and double check. I can never fucking find it. You bear with me.
Bearing.
It's really annoying.
No, his name was Barrett.
Eh.
Bam, 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 bam. Let's see.
We all tell the worst jokes when we play this.
We do.
Yeah, we really
They're
do.
wonderful. I don't know what
This
you guys are
game,
talking
this
about.
game, this game brings out the worst in us. Let's
Yeah.
be real.
And the
Yes, it
best at
does.
the same time. It makes us really creative with our like role play that we tell just awful jokes.
Yes.
So that is a. What did I say? It was initially 18.
You're at 18 right now.
You're at 18
Right,
right
that
now.
brings it up. I rolled an 11, so that brings up to 29 damage.
Was it
And
2d6?
2d8.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Hmm. Wow.
So.
Yeah, smite's stupid.
And then I rolled a 4 and a 7 on it. So, and then on top of that, I'm going to use the bonus action to attack with my the rear of my pole arm. So let me just double check
Is it
that.
even necessary?
It may not be. Only a 12 on that, so that didn't hit. So does the 29 damage do it?
I want you to know, like probably a good 2 minutes ago, I was already erasing everything off of the whiteboard here that I have here. So why don't you go ahead and describe it to me?
Alright, so again, I'm still sort of trying to get the weight of this halberd. So first of all, I swing, and unfortunately I miss on that, but the way the halberd sort of landed, it landed sort of on the ground. And I use that to sort of pull it with the bottom of the axe. So I pull his leg out from underneath him and
Okay.
just bring it down on his skull. And he's sort of still alive, but as it's in his head, it's just the smite damage, the radiant, it just glows with fire. And he's sort of, as it's burning, he's sort of grasping his face, sort of screaming because of the heat.
Ooh.
And eventually he just motionless sort of stops. And
The leg stops twitching. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Alright.
rip the axe out from his head.
All right, it's a cool image of this giant Goliath tackling, yanking out this giant dragonborn off its feet, just stabbing him through the skull. He's even clawing through his own scales to try and pull it out, and he just flops and stops moving.
You know what's really bad? As soon as he described the sensation of the burning underneath his skull due to the radiant damage. You ever get that sensation when you get a really bad headache where you kind of feel the pressure of it behind your eye?
Yeah.
That kicked in at the same time. I was like, ooh.
You know what I partially got it from? It's have you seen it's a death scene I always think of from a horror movie. What do you call that new Saw movie? It's called, I think it's literally just called
Jigsaw. There's Jigsaw, and then there's Spiral.
Spiral. It's Spiral. That's the one with
Spiral.
Kevin Hart. Yeah, Kevin.
No, not
Chris
Kevin
Rock.
Hart,
Chris Rock. I almost said Kevin Hart. I'm like, no, it's Chris Rock.
Kevin
that's in
Hart in a Saw movie.
That would be hilarious. I'd want to see that.
This Saw movie is weird enough.
I was thinking of the scene in Spiral where she gets hot tar poured over her face.
Oh,
yeah, that was brutal. I mean, yeah, it was rigged anyway, but anywho. All right, so that guy, he just flops and stops moving. As for this other guy, seeing the mightiest of them taken down, he drops his weapon, puts his hands up. It's not worth it, man. I give up.
I bonk him on the head and then tie him up.
Okay, you just hit him with the hilt of your blade. Just.
I'll just kind of look at the other two as is it said that I was kind of hoping this one would be more of a challenge than near call?
I'm going to be honest. I don't. Well.
You would call near call a challenge at all?
Well, that's why I was hoping this one was better.
Mm.
Well, I will be real. Near call was less of a challenge because you did. Well, you speared him off a rooftop. So
Good times that was.
That was more strategy than just physical strength, so,
I like how Duncan doesn't even try with his calm demeanor on that one. It's just straight up, you fucking killed him, my god. I have no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, look, it wasn't a challenge because you speared him off a rooftop. There's nothing. We're not beating around the bush. There was a reason that it wasn't a challenge. He couldn't get up.
You know what you did. All right.
Indeed, and I am proud of it. Forever will go down as one of my most favorite things I've done in D&D.
It was so good.
Rolled well. The dice tell it all.
Dice tell it all.
So, Madame Solus, she pulls up, dragging the barely conscious goon boss with her. She's clutching at her side. She's all beat up. Well, that was a bit more brutal than I'm used to. I prefer to work in the shadows, but I appreciate all your help, and in exchange, I will hold up my end of the deal.
Well, I definitely appreciate that, and I think I speak for my compatriots here, except for that one up there. I point at Asher up at the crows, and they're still he's waving at us. Guys, is it over yet?
How do I get down?
I can safely say that we are very glad that you invited us along for this. It was fun, I guess. But we are more than happy to help.
He lands in the water.
I'll go make sure he can swim, and I'll just start walking towards the duck to make sure he's out of the water okay.
He's floating there, but he's like face down, and you see bubbles coming out. Like he doesn't even know how to properly float. His head starts like hitting the dock wall, you know, and he just doesn't.
I'll just reach down, grab the back of his robes, and just like pull him up onto the deck.
He actually like shakes like a cat would, you know, like a tabaxi. He just like.
You ever hear the noise cats make whenever they're like really traumatized and start going?
Yeah, he's just like.
The cat fall off the bridge. It starts just making really deep throat noises. It's just
Oh my god.
Oh, thanks, Bjorn, but I didn't think vampires liked water very much.
What? You know what? Never mind.
All right, good work. I totally could have saved myself though, but you know, it's fine.
He says face down and just kind of bobbing around.
Oh, hey, look, it's this guy, and he just kind of like pinches his nose. Yeah, gotcha. All right. Then he sits on the bench and like curls up like a cat does. All right, what are we guys doing now?
But yes,
Well,
we are.
I suggest we get rested up and figure out what we're going to do with this one before continuing.
Well,
don't
it's her
worry.
Bounty. We're gonna let her take it.
I will be taking full custody of him and his associate here, and I'll be claiming my bounty prize.
Like we meet at the tavern tomorrow?
Indeed. Shall you wait there? I will see you in the morning.
Sounds good.
And she actually surprisingly is able to drag both of them with her.
I'm envious of those guys.
Don't be.
Stop.
Evan,
I hear wedding bells.
Let's get rested up for the night.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a consistent, like father like son. Okay, they like stronger women.
Oh no, we caught on to that one a long time ago.
If there's a chance that she could potentially put him in the ground, he's going to try him put her at the foot of the altar. That's all I'm saying.
Quite literally, the family motto is, "I love a woman who could actually just kill me."
Yeah. If she ain't
I fucking love that dub clip so fucking.
if she's not stepping on my sack, she's not worth the time.
Exactly. If she ain't stepping on my sack, I ain't gonna give it a crack.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa, wait,
All right.
wait, hang on, whoa.
All right. So
He zoned out and missed the bit.
you guys sleep through the night, and you rest up because that's what you said you're gonna do, and then you wake up, and yeah, rest up, long rest, and then you leave the inn and you head to the tavern. You take a seat. You actually can take a seat in the back where the business meetings are held.
The business meetings.
Is there enough room for the whole group back there?
Yeah,
I hope so.
there's a room for enough of you. It's like a VIP section.
Okay.
The chairs and seating arrangements are a little more pelty, so they're more comfortable.
We're just kind of like twirling the metal casing that the stone is in his hand.
Within a few moments, Madame Solus does return. She enters through the curtain, looking dressed more like a commoner than like a bounty hunter this time, but she takes a seat on a stool, wrapping one leg over the other, scratching at the shaved part of her head. Well, it's early enough for this, I suppose. I appreciate the effort. Those criminals have been shipped off, and my bounty is on its way. So, all that money will be mine, and in exchange I promised you information. So what is exactly you wanted to ask me?
Well, by all means, keep all the money. It is yours. You're the worker here. We are purely just buying a service, and our way of purchasing was by helping you. What we have is I look over at Bjorn, assuming that he's the one who's got the stone on him.
Yep. I'll just kind of crack it open, let her take a look at it.
So
We
you
have this.
slip open the metal and you see the stone. It does glow faintly, shining a red light in Bjorn's face.
We procured this a little while ago. Let's say a group of miscreants are after it, and we're not exactly keen on letting them get their hands on it.
Indeed. Well, let us have a look. And she actually pulls out, like, a set of, like, glasses and puts them on. They have, like, a little chain around them. Makes her look more librarian-esque. If anyone makes a crack about these glasses, I'll be cracking their skulls, for the record.
Look, Hardy, I'm going to be honest, I completely dig the look.
Watch your tongue. And she walks over. She walks over to Bjorn and she looks at it. Curious little object, that's for sure. She touches the metal and then her finger grazes the stone and you hear like ah. Well, it's rather quite dangerous. I could see why you wouldn't want miscreants getting it. What exactly is it, or is that what you have brought before me to find out?
Well, that's exactly why we're here.
I see. May I? She holds out her hands.
Sure thing. I'll just hand it over to her.
She takes a little metal thing and stares at it. Well, I don't know much about the arcane, but something like this does strike me as in power. There is a lot of energy within this. It can probably be used in various rituals. It could be used to create some sort of weapon. Do you know what this group wants to use it for?
Actually, you got it right the first time. They wanted to use it during a ritual to, I believe, to summon a being known as the Dark King.
I'm afraid I do not know of such a title. However, if it is used in a summoning ritual, and based on the look and feel it gives off, the fact that it hurts to the touch, it is likely something demonic in nature, or devilish in nature. It's really quite hard to tell whether it comes from the abyss or the hells. However, I can say for sure it is not of this realm. No mortal could have produced this. If anything, an immortal has sent it from their dimension.
Perhaps the Dark King himself sent it.
It is possible. Objects like this used in rituals come from unholy natures. If this is a ritual to summon an evil being, then it is evil in nature. You are doing the right thing keeping it in your possession, not allowing this group to get their hands on it. However, if you are looking to destroy it, that is a whole new kind of problem.
Well, if we can figure out how to destroy it, that would be, I would say, optimal, due to the fact that if we can't protect it, as long as we can make sure that they can't ever get their hands on it, then that's all that matters, in my opinion.
Well, let us see. A stone like this that you told me about, I've heard of tales of kind like it before, stones of various colors and powers being used for rituals. Not all nefarious, but nevertheless. You see, the gods of the universe cannot interfere physically with our world. The Supreme Being won't allow it. So they do whatever they can to get here, corrupt mortal souls, create vessels for factions and for themselves, and even sending items of their own into our realm. I can't say exactly where this came from, but it's red, and the painful energy it gives off makes it seem quite death-related. It is likely from the hells, and if anything, there is an ancient book called Infernal Arts. A buddy of mine actually used to have it in his possession. Creepy-ass book, having a painstaking face upon it. However, that drunken bastard lost it in a bet. It was ended up in the midst of the fishmen of Tortengu. There is a small village of their own off the coast in their continent. If you were to travel to that city, it will be there, because I know it is still there. That book...
Have I ever heard of this book? Sorry.
You have, actually. You don't know much about it other than it is a book based on hellish rituals. But it's a very rare book. It was written by ancient cultists. I don't know much about the book other than it talks about devilish natures. And I would say, although there are not many, I would know where it still is. So, if you know someone who can get you there, I would have them take you immediately.
I'll just kind of lean back and look over to Max and Vicindy. Is it possible we can arrange for Mazar to take us to there? If they could spare us some sort of vessel?
I would say it's worth a shot if we can, Vicindy, you still got that, little owl thing that, That's what
Hideo.
Hideo, whatever his name is. But yes, if you're able to send a message to Mazar and see what we can get sorted, then that would be wonderful. As if we can, like, try and get our hands on this book, then that would be optimal as well. As long as we can keep any of the pieces out of the Black Circle's hand, that would be great.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, I got a thing I could try.
Oh, what is that?
I have this thing. It's called scrying. And you can send messages to people you meet. And, there's that guy with the big beard and the hot babes on the ship. He took us across the sea, remember? And he said he's cheap. And, Mazar, he's kind of fancy, so I bet he'd be expensive.
Actually,
So-
that's...
This whole time, you could have just scribed Bizarre.
No, because I was level 8. Now I'm level 9.
You know what?
Actually says that, and we're just like,
What is a level?
Why is he speaking in numbers now? Is something wrong with him? There's
Yes, we don't
nothing.
wanna get into it.
No, I'm an orc, and I know what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, I'm not stupid, okay? I can cast this spell, and then if he hears it, he might come here, because, there's ships outside on the water, because that's what ships do. They go on the water, and maybe he'd come here with his ship, because he was like 1 gold coin apiece, I mean, we're gonna be in debt to the wizard guy eventually.
I cannot believe I'm going to say this, but I actually think that's a good idea.
I rolled a history
also-
check for him just to see if he'd remember that, and he
It would
did.
also... oh, brilliant.
and it's
No.
the unfortunate part that because he's a wizard, he has to have high intelligence in order for any of his spells to be effective.
Well, yeah, he's like intelligent in like mystical ways. He's just stupid socially.
Yeah. Yes, actually send him the message. While I was originally thinking that Mazar would be a good choice, maybe if we take this guy's boat over to their land, we'll be able to keep a lower profile.
All right,
As
keep.
chance of any of the other Knights of Justice not on our side.
I'm
That's
gonna
very true.
I'm gonna cast it, but I only get 25 words, so I gotta make this gut. He burps from the ale he's been drinking that none of you has saw him purchase.
Adventurers,
All right, here we go. Matt's scribe message, 25 words. All right, we ready? I'm casting it. Hello, Seaman. Your name sounds like seaman. That's kind of funny. We need a lift. And then he
what do I
stopped.
imagine King having like his hands up, like counting down each word as he says them?
What do you think I'm doing? I'm trying to double check how many I did. All right. Wait, let me think. Hello, Seaman. That sounds like seaman. That's funny. We need a lift. Okay, so that's 13 so far. You got
Jesus Christ.
you got 12 left. Shit. That's 11 unless somebody stops him.
Yeah.
Yes,
you
stop.
need-
Let's ponder about this first, Asher.
Maybe
Adventurers
where he
need
needs to
aid.
pick us up.
Adventurers
a
need
lift
aid. We've
from-
met before. Pick us up from. And then the town's name,
Right.
which I counted. That was 11 words.
That's 11. And the name of the town? Okay. It doesn't even really, like, have a name. It's a small fishing village. I guess you could, like, there is a name for it. I think I wrote it down in here somewhere.
Yeah, like even if it's not on like a proper map, I would assume that like a town would still like
Yeah.
be named, and like if it has a port, it would still be relatively known, kind of thing.
Yeah, Joashar. There it is. Okay. So he, rather than just speaking 11 words, he recites what... no, not autism. He just recites the 11 words and gets to 25, and then you see the little magic aura in front of him dissipate. Well, I don't know. I think he could send a response without casting it. Maybe one of the ladies can cast a spell. Hopefully he got it. I was thinking about him when I sent it, so it should go to him. Unless I was thinking about this guy who said his name was Santa Claus. He had a big white beard, too. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Either a boat will show up, or this drunken guy who said he knew what reindeer were, and I don't know what that is.
Well, I appreciate the
reindeer?
effort. Yes, I am also curious, but we appreciate the effort. Just continue to drink your ale, little one. You've done well.
This is the best day ever. And he just like falls out of the chair. Is he
Sorry
always
about him.
Is he always like that?
You have no idea.
I don't
Well,
think I want to.
Him being smart is actually a rarity, so
Well, better to have him with you than against you, I suppose.
That is true. Remembering the time that he put a wall of sand in front of me and I had to walk through it.
Yeah.
Well, we do appreciate you at least helping us on our business. It's not really something that we really expected to come across, but the fact that we have it and want to learn more about it, like, you've done us a great service. Even if it wasn't much in your eyes, it's been more than enough for us.
I assure you, the book will tell you what you need to know. Alas, I cannot be of more of service, but I would. She hands it back to Bjorn, but while pointing at it, I would be wary of that thing. It is quite dangerous, so I wish you luck in ridding this world of it as soon as possible.
We'll do everything we can, and I'll, put it back in its thing and put it in my bag.
Gods help us all if those creatures got their hands on it.
I'll make sure they don't.
Indeed. Anything else I can help you with, or am I free to go now?
Actually, yes. You fellas mind giving me some privacy quick? Just I indicate for him to shoo off momentarily.
All right, I'll pick up Asher and fucking drag him out of there.
Wait, is this like a sex thing?
No, it's not a
quiet.
sex thing.
I think it is, and he's like, you feel him squirming against you, Bjorn. Ale, ale, ale.
Gotta go get more ale.
Can I leave but try and hide behind something to listen in?
Roll for stealth.
Perfect. That is a 16 plus 8.
Yeah, you're good.
Cool.
24 is
He's
enough.
very good.
So he leaves, and neither you nor her notice that he's still in the room.
Oh, good, good.
The other three leave.
I hope this doesn't seem too forward, but you from around here at all?
I don't really have a set home for myself. I come and go as I please, and I make a good living doing so.
Oh, very nice. I
feel weird doing this.
Look, let me rizz you up, my man. I've done it enough in recording sessions.
You can have your fun. You can have your fun.
Don't worry, it won't last too long. It's purely just a matter of yeah, it will be very short, trust me.
Yeah, go ahead, do it.
Well, I was thinking, due to the fact that this whole ordeal is very much a matter of trying to do what we can to save the world, I was maybe thinking that after the world has been saved, we could maybe grab an ale together.
You're sweet. You do realize I'm almost 3 times your age, though.
I am not worried about that in the slightest.
Can I start playing Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye?
Roll performance. Roll performance.
What is my performance? Oh god. Okay, please. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
go ahead and roll, I guess.
That is a 16.
Okay, you start playing the song, and you hum. There's no lyrics, you just hum it. But you do so good at it that they think it's like a music box or something. Like, like they don't notice that you're the one doing it. Oh boy. Well,
I'm not gonna put that music on real quick.
look. Oh my gosh. Look, typically I'm one to live life flying solo. However, if there's any kind of man, no matter how young, that I can respect, it is one with the balls to save this world. So to the hells with it. If you manage to save the world and I hear about it in the paper sometime, I'll meet you in the famous tavern at Westershen.
I will happily meet you there.
This is like one line away from Kingsman.
If you save the world, we can do it in asshole. I'll be right back.
Anyways,
I didn't expect that to go so well, but yes, by all means, once this is all done and dusted, I will happily wait for you there.
Very well. Just make sure you're in proper working condition when you come back. And then she strolls out of there.
Proper working condition.
Wow. Listening to Let's Get It On while this is going on is amazing.
It's perfect. It's literally perfect.
Max is like, you know, like he's not one to, like, you know, being intimidated or like flustered easily, but like his, like, he can hear his heartbeat in his ears due to the blood flow right now. It's like, oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, somehow the blood flows up there and not elsewhere, surprisingly. He's managed to keep that much of composure. Like, the table is not slanted slightly. All right, well, time to go get myself some ale. Yes!
Yeah! Freeze frame.
This is the first time, like, the party will have ever seen this man happier, like, doing something else that doesn't involve fighting people.
Yeah, you'll just come into the bar, Bjorn will take one look at you and be like, you look oddly cheery, Max. Please don't tell me there's a dead body somewhere that I need to be concerned about.
Wait, Mac, did you finish in like 20 seconds? I've been there before.
You have? I'm actually surprised.
I'm surprised someone let him get that close to finishing in 20 seconds. Surprisingly, my big friend, there is no body lying anywhere, at least not yet, and I'm very much looking forward to the time that there is. Barkeep, an ale, please.
Bit of course.
I'm gonna roll intelligence to see if I pick up on what you mean.
Okay. Well, roll insight. Roll insight. That's what that's for.
Oh, roll insight? Okay,
yeah.
We'll do insight. We'll do insight.
It's a -1, so slightly better than rolling straight intelligence.
Nope, that's a 3.
You have no idea what he's talking about. You assume he means killing the black circle or something. To leave a body behind.
Just make sure your blades are pointed in the right direction. That's all I ask.
Ah, nice.
You know, after, I think we need to have a talk about consent one of these days.
So how much would it be for an ale there, King?
It is, that's gonna be 3 silver for each. Or wait, no, this is the cheap bastard, so it's actually a gold each, because he said it's good ale, and he's the only one who does it.
Yeah,
Thanks, Steve.
Alright, I've bought myself an ale, and I'm gonna take a hefty fucking sip of that.
Jeez.
Get some more color in your cheeks, why don't you?
Oh yeah.
Roll Constitution to see if you're like already fucking drunk as shit.
Yeah,
Just
the nerves
all
have
the
caught up
blood.
to me. I need to see what the hell's going on. Fuck, I got a 6.
Oh yeah, no, you were.
Alright, you're already feeling woozy.
Whew. Now, after that bounty hunting malarkey, I do believe, now that we are at least somewhere relatively safe, I believe this is going to be a time for celebration. We haven't had a chance to do this properly yet, and I would like to spend time drinking with you fuckers. We might not all see eye to eye. We might not all fully get along. And we might even have our differences that have made things a bit tense. But you know what? I appreciate each and every one of you putting your lives on the line for myself, as I have done for all of you.
Here, dear. I'll just raise my glass and clink it with Max's.
Yeah, I love you guys.
I'm not going to go that far yet. Give me 3 more ales and maybe I'll change my mind.
Joke's on you, I'm already 5 deep. And then he slides off the bar again.
Dude's sloshed.
That's a good point. We actually have not had like much of a chance to like chill out for a bit, because I assume it's probably going to take the ship like a couple days or so to get here.
You guys can do what you want.
Yeah, exactly. I want to take this like day just to like chill out and bond with my homies.
Fuck it.
Let's
get crunk. I haven't gotten to roleplay fucking drunk Bjorn yet. Let's fucking slam down some ales.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
I guess I'll join in this fun. Might as well.
Another round of ales for my friends, as I call it to the bartender, and I'll just pay for all of your guys' ales for this round.
Oh, wonderful.
That of course. And he starts filling them and throwing them through the table for you guys. So.
Sir.
Very nice, very nice.
Oh, this is gonna be wonderful. I love a good evening of just drinking and unwinding. You know, ever since you guys picked me up for this fucking black circle, I haven't had a chance to do this properly, and I love it.
This is a good time. I don't remember the last time I've spent any longer than a night in a tavern drinking.
Well, despite not having much time to do so, I say that we make tonight something of a bonding exercise. We'll spend some time together, we'll drink, we'll make some memories, if we can even remember them by tomorrow. And by the end of this, we should all be a lot closer.
Hear that?
Yeah.
How about you, Cindy? You on board with this?
Yeah, sure, I guess. I'm still
Come on, my
out
friend.
On. We'll get you to loosen up, big one.
You only live once, my brother. Drink with us.
Yeah, come on,
Yeah.
guys, let's take our pants off. He's like just under. He's like out of it already. He doesn't even actually take his pants off. He just says that.
He just
That
says
one's
that and flops
definitely-
over.
That one's definitely not going to remember anything.
This
No,
is the
not at all.
best adventure ever.
Do you reckon he goes on many adventures?
You know, considering his father ran a bar, I would like to think so.
Yeah.
I imagine this little man getting absolutely fucking bladdered, as they would say back in my village.
Well, he was friends with your father, so...
Yes, God, like, some of the stories that he told me growing up were brilliant. Like, he told me about the time that they had first met properly, well, the first part of their journey that they went on properly, because they'd met on the way to this city where they competed in, like, a bunch of, like, games together. And
Oh boy.
apparently, this dude's father killed a shark and then took the body and named it Bruce and then forgot it for the rest of his adventure. He left it with the mayor of this town. And, like, you know, when he came back, the mayor still had it because he felt like he was morally obligated to keep it for him.
Why in the world were they keeping a hold of a shark?
Because this tabaxi had grown so attached to it, he was like, look, if you throw it away, I'm going to be very upset.
Ugh. An interesting group that must have been.
From what I've been told, it was. There was a lot that went on with them. Like, you know, one of them was possessed. The other one's parents were, well, his mother at least, was under circumstances caused by said creature that was possessing their friend. One had parental issues and was running away from home to be a hero, which, well, he's now my dad. And then you had the Tabaxi, who was smart as a box of rocks, and, you know, he had no clue about anything. But I tell you what, from what I heard, he was quite the fighter, surprisingly. And then you had... Wait. Yes. The thief. Yes, God, he and my father butted head quite a lot. Like, you know, like the whole reason, as my father told me, like, you know, the reason that they are even in this reality is because of him in the first place. It was quite funny. Well, at least his father anyway.
Your father doesn't seem to be the one to hang out with thieves and the sort.
Honestly, he usually wouldn't be, but, like, you know, he's someone who tries to see the best in everyone. Like, you know, he, well, as you guys are aware, like, you know, he's very aware of the split within my mind. He's very aware of myself, Duncan, and Gabriel. And even though Gabriel, out of the three of us, is the worse off, as it were, he still loves him as if he was like me and Duncan. He tries to see the best in everyone, and that's honestly what I'm going to be honest, I admire about him.
You see Bjorn's, like, now that he's, like, downed another drink, like, he's obviously not drunk by any means, but you can kind of see his, like, he kind of looks away a little bit at the mention of, like, you know, the father, you know, really caring for, like, his children despite, you know, despite what other people on the outside might think.
But that being said, even if he, like, you know, hadn't seen the best in everyone, and if he was a total jackass, I can tell you this, fathers, regardless of how involved they are in your life, they are important. They can impart stuff onto us that, whether it be good or bad, ultimately shape who we are. I'm glad that I had a role model that was able to keep me and Duncan in check. Maybe not so much Gabriel, but with people in your lives who care about you, who, raise you, even if they don't care about you at all, those who you are raised by, they'll always pass something on. And it won't be until the time comes where you use it that you really appreciate it, Maybe it's a lesson, maybe it's something in your body, maybe it's well, for me it was lessons, because I don't know if you noticed, he's got pointed ears and I don't.
Suppose we all are just a product of our own upbringing.
Exactly. Which, despite the fact that we will have to eventually put them down, I do feel for that blonde-headed dimwit, that Kristoff fella. So all he is just a victim of circumstance.
Oh,
I don't know.
I thought we were still talking about fathers. I was kind of wondering, putting your father down. That's a bit of a...
No, he didn't have white hair.
Oh, right, okay.
Had it not been for his situation and circumstances, chances are very high we might not have met, or he would have been amongst this table with us. And that's just how things are. Circumstances change, and your upbringing adapts who you are. Sometimes a good, loving upbringing can set you on the right path. Sometimes a bad upbringing can set you on the right path. It's just really down to how you take it and how you adapt with it.
Here, here. Another drink. Good lord.
I'll raise my glass to that, and then the little man will slam his drink down his throat. And,
I'll put 5 gold on the
after-
table. I'll pay for the next round. And then you say what you guys say. I didn't mean to talk over you, buddy.
Yeah, shut it,
So
Kieran.
what's the thing for seeing if you're
Oh, I've
inebriated?
been rolling
Just roll
Constitution
con.
Yeah,
saves.
just straight Constitution.
All right. Let's see.
Oh, I was rolling Constitution to save.
Or you could do that. Yeah.
I am slammed. So, Vicindy, remember when we had that arm wrestling little match? I want to challenge you to a duel.
No.
wouldn't get ahead of yourself now, young man. I think that might be a little bit too much for you tonight.
Oh no, it'll be
on.
fine.
I'm like starting to get into
He's
I'm
hiccuping.
starting to get into tipsy territory, and Bjorn's just like, come on, give him a chance. Let him see let's see what he's made of.
Yeah, I want to see you guys kill each other. I mean, handy each other. No, I mean, arm wrestle. Yeah.
How long were you there that night? I sure you're remembering the man prior to you, right? You remember that, don't you?
Do I have to history
I
check?
threw him over the table.
When you guys
Quite
first did that.
literally, he nearly died, my brother. in front of
Oh, it'll be fine.
all right, your funeral, I guess.
Come on
I'll,
over. Come here.
All right, okay. I'm getting up. Okay.
So you get up and you guys go to a little table and both sit down and put your arms on it.
You just hear you'll just hear the rest of us just like start chanting from the
Woo!
back. It's like, go, like I'll be chanting for Rizzler. It's like Rizzler, Rizzler,
No bets. You'll hurt his feelings.
I got all the money on the big guy. And he left his money back at the room.
That is the smartest thing he's ever done.
I'm gonna bet on the table that it doesn't even last a fucking arm wrestling match.
I'll bet Odie's money that he doesn't win, that Rizzler gets it.
Hey, that's my money, you bitch.
I'm not betting any of my own. Well,
I'm gonna bet Bjorn's money that I stole. No,
Oh, so that means I get it back. Fantastic.
he's not gonna bet anything.
All right,
All
so
right.
I see some profit of them bets anyway.
You aren't winning there, big man.
What do you reckon? All right, cool. Okay, well, what are we rolling, DM? Are we rolling straight strength?
Yes,
or-
you guys are going to begin, and yeah, both of you roll a pure strength. I'm gonna have you do multiple just to see how this goes.
All right, cool.
Blowing out the dice.
All right, what do we do? Do we want to say at the same time, or how do we want to?
Yep. First roll has been rolled.
Okay,
All right,
compare.
All right, 3,
I
2,
got in.
1, 23.
Oh shit, 18.
Okay,
No,
hang
well,
on.
Pretty high.
We're doing best of 3. So you guys lock up and you start going, and very quickly Vizindi is getting an advantage. However, it's not as quick as you thought it would be, Vizindi. He is holding his own, though you're winning the engagement. So you guys can roll.
There he is.
So roll again, both of you, 1 strength check each.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Ready?
Yep.
24.
17. Oh no.
Oh my god.
All right.
You're going down, I'm going up.
Having enough of this, you give it all your forces, Indy, and very quickly it goes about 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3. As the arm just goes down. 3, 2, hit, and his arm hits the table. You make sure not to smash him through the table like you did other guys, but you give it enough force to show, yeah, you're not beating me.
Okay.
Ugh.
You're getting better,
Good
my
effort.
friend.
Good effort, my friend. Just like pat him on the back.
Nah, he cheated. I saw it. He had an ace up his sleeve. He cheated.
Oh.
This isn't.
Well,
This isn't
How about
cards.
you show your hand then, huh, wizard?
All right.
Ooh.
And he pulls out his sleeve and he's like, nothing up my sleeves. And then an entire deck of cards shoot out of his sleeve. All right, wait, what game are we playing? Is it the arm wrestling game?
Can I give him a bardic inspiration for that?
For what?
Okay.
For the
okay.
arm wrestling?
Wait, is Asher gonna arm wrestle? All right, you know what? I got this. This orc is gonna beat the Goliath. Let's do it.
Wait, didn't he beat an orc in a tavern or in a wrestling match
Yeah.
in like the last town or something? No,
Yeah.
in here. He did it in here.
Yeah, it was literally
It
last
was
night.
here. It was like it was last week, the first time we came to this tavern.
I'll be honest, I do not remember this.
I don't remember it.
I do.
I don't.
No, yeah, literally, yeah. Last week we arrived in the tavern, and whilst me and Bjorn were waiting to talk to her, there was an arm wrestle
Oh,
going
that's
on.
right.
All right. Okay. Whatever.
All right, I got this. All right,
All right, old man. See what you have.
here's what we do. Are you actually giving him bardic inspiration?
Yes.
Is that a D4 or D6?
D6.
Okay. All right. Are you ready? Cause I'm certainly ready. You can like he's not even he can't even focus. He's like blinking continuously. All right.
All right, big man. Let's
This
see
is-
what you've got.
I'm dedicating this performance, and he like kisses and like points up to the air, even though he's still alive, to my father. All right. Roll your strength.
I actually didn't do that well. I got a 17.
I got let me think here. Wait, plus that makes it. He got a 17 too.
No fucking way.
No way, he
So-
held his ground.
So as you guys start, you're actually even, and of course, Vizindi looks like he's not putting in as much effort, but they are even currently. So we're gonna go again. It's fine, guys. This is I'm luring him in with a false sense of scrutiny. No, security.
Scrutiny.
Scrutiny.
All right, what'd you get?
How about you say first what you got?
18.
That's good. I got a nat 20.
Okay.
Oh.
So the first one's a tie. As you begin to start gaining control, you're putting all your force into it, and he feels like he's losing. I'm not done yet. All right, we keep going though. The first one was a tie, so.
Are we keep going?
Oh,
we keep going?
We keep going.
Nat
Yeah.
20 fair enough.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
he's holding his own. Like you're like his wrist is like inches away. He's gonna have to really beat you here to get you, but.
All right. Okay. It's a 17 for me.
He got a 17 too. I'm not shitting you.
God.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
Come on.
He's holding on.
This has
Like
to be.
you can't push his arm down. He's just ah!
This
What
has to
kind
be
of-
sorcery of kind.
What kind of damn spell are you casting, old man?
He's not that old. He's like a
Old
kid.
man. Yeah.
I don't need spell. And you feel him try and give it all he's got. It's all natural.
Bjorn is
Okay.
like cracking up on the
All right, one more time. What'd you get?
Got a 10.
I got 5.
Oh, no.
So you you finally it takes a lot longer. You see the veins pop out of your arm as you're really like, "Arr!" But then finally you push his hand in the table. It actually cracks a little. Did I win?
You put forth a valiant effort, young one.
I knew I should have used that.
On the back.
I knew I should have used the enlarged spell. Damn it. But joke's on you. And he pulls out 2 cards from. He pulls out like 3 cards from his hand. I got blackjack, bitch, and he has a 21.
Well done. Now that the warm-ups are out of the way.
Oh. Give him the chair! Give him the chair!
What say we put this to rest, eh, Cindy?
I'm feeling a little bit bewildered after the last one, but yeah.
You still beat him.
Let's have you.
All right. So it is pure strength, correct? Not
Yes.
athletics?
So, no, we're doing pure strength. So you guys lock up, hand to hand. The bartender looks over. You know what? That one looks pretty interesting. One free ale to the winner of that one.
Oh, I'll fight for that one.
All right. So you guys roll
25.
one strength check. Strength check.
Yeah, that one's to hell. I got an
So what did you get?
8.
Okay, so you guys start, and very quickly, Bjorn is already winning this engagement. Roll again. He does have the... Oh, wait, you have the belt on, too. So...
Yeah, because I have +6 to my strength instead
Yeah.
of +5.
Do you?
Ooh, that one was bad.
I
that
got
was a 9.
15.
Okay, that was a
Okay.
9.
All right, so Bjorn, your overconfidence starts to get you as Vizindi was actually testing the waters. He begins to bend your arm back, and you guys are in the almost forward position again. Roll again.
That's more like it.
Fuck
All right, it's best of 3. We're not going to keep going, so
Oh, God.
this is the winner here.
It's 10. That's only 10.
17.
Oh no!
All right, so you...
17's my lucky number, it seems.
Yeah, this one lasts for like a solid 60 seconds. Neither one budges. Their arms just shaking as they're putting forth their best effort. Sweat is dripping off of their heads. The rest of you are starting to get a little uncomfortable just with how long and how intense this is getting. Eventually,
The table starts like breaking underneath
yeah,
of us.
you hear bending of the wood. However, Vizindi does begin to gain the advantage and push Bjorn's arm down. Bjorn, you're starting to think maybe you drank a little too much and your strength isn't all there. As you try one more time to put in all your effort, your arm kind of gives out a little, and it goes through the table as Vindy just smashes through the table.
You put too much faith in your belt, my friend.
And hang on, you do take 3 points of bludgeoning damage from that because your hand busts through the table.
Good effort. That was quite well done.
Holy shit.
The bartender walks up and he hands you, Vizindi, the ale. Well, good thing that table was already breaking anyway. Here you go.
Well earned,
Thank
my
you.
friend.
We have made quite a habit of breaking tables, haven't we?
This is like the third
I
time
guess
it's
that's-
happened.
I
That's
suppose
pretty
that's
good.
sort of the risk. I suppose that's sort of the risk men like us kind of run around here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well- Where were these rolls against me?
Yeah,
I have a +0 to strength and rolled a 17 and an 18. What the fuck?
That is
What do
true.
I-
That is true.
Boy, do I miss the reinforced tables of my village.
Fucking hell.
Fuck, I deserved this drink, but I'm not feeling it tonight. Somebody work away. You put up a hell of a fight. I'll give this one to Asher. Actually, he fucking deserved it, and
Yeah!
I'm still convinced he's lying through his teeth about some sort of wizardry, but take it. You
Yeah, he takes it, he just starts Hey, Bjorn, tell us the story. Tell us about your village, because you said you had reinforced tables.
Actually,
Oh.
before I do that, how old are you, Asher?
Huh? Let me hang on. Let me think. 132, I think. He is an elf. He is an elf, for the record, so they live a long time.
Yeah, they do.
Fine, work away then. Whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. We have high. He almost like falls asleep. Tolerance. We have high tolerance. So Bjorn, come on. Tell us about the village. I feel like I don't even know where you're from.
I'm gonna need another ale for that one. So I'll just grab one and just down that real quick.
It's simple. You just win in arm wrestling like I did. And he starts drinking. Like he's so drunk he thinks he won.
Bjorn kind of sits down. King, I don't know if we've never really nailed down like where Bjorn's village would have been, besides like in some sort of mountain range. But
Yeah, you didn't give me much about it, so
Yeah.
kind of
pretty
your take on it. Go ahead.
right. Well, the village that I grew up in was in the mountains, if I had to estimate, quite far from here. We actually were a pretty self-sustained village, but was well within the jurisdiction of a nearby kingdom. And, well, for as long as I can remember, it was a very peaceful life. Plenty of kids running around my age. We often had large gatherings, full of drink, full of food, full of laughter. A lot of the friends of mine would regularly put on competitions of strength and athleticism. And, well, that used to be quite my forte back in the day. I was one who prided myself on my strength, mostly because of my father. He was a man of great strength and a man of great pride. He wasn't the village leader, but he was pretty much the second one in command behind our elder. He would have most likely taken over for the village elder after he had passed. And since I was young, my father always tried to instill in me that strength was everything. That as long as I was strong, that I could have everything I wanted and that I was worthy. My mother, on the other hand, was quite a kind soul. She used to read me many stories back in the day, stories of gods, stories of heroes, and I always grew up wanting to be a hero like the rest of them. I always loved especially the tales of the god of strength besting the mighty serpent in the end of the world. That was always one of my favorites. He always reminded me a bit of myself, a man with raw strength that did everything he could to protect his people. That's what I always wanted to be. I don't really speak to them much anymore. In fact, I'm not even really sure where they are. But for a time before I was old enough, it was a good life.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I appreciate you telling us that. You know, it sounds like the time you spent with your mother, no matter how strange things seem to be, she must have been a nice influence on you, especially with the tales that she must have told you.
My mother always wanted to remind me that as much as it is important to be strong to defend those you care about, it is also important to be strong in the heart. That was one thing that I don't think I could ever forget from her. She wanted me to make sure that everyone was taken care of, no matter what. She was the reason that I see good in most everyone, and that she's one of the reasons I believe people deserve second chances.
Well, your mother was definitely wise. I'm sorry.
Lord knows I wish she would have gotten one.
I gently, I'll reach over and I, give him like like not a firm battle bat, but like firm enough that he can feel it. Because like he's a fucking Goliath. I don't know how much he will actually better feel if I give him. Like,
Yeah,
a
you
pat on the
basically
back
have to
kind of
slap him for it to feel like a pat.
thing.
Yeah, you can see like after that happens, Bjorn just kind of like shakes it off, wipes some of the tears that have started forming in his eyes, and sorry, did not mean to get so emotional there.
Nah,
Thank
it's
you
fine.
for-
Vampires are allowed to cry. You're good.
A drunk Whistler is gonna run up while crying over the story and hug his ankle. Like, it's okay, buddy.
Thank you. I've had many years to think about what has happened. Well, I suppose if we're in a bit of a sharing mood, there's a few people here that I still don't know too much about. Glancing over at Cindy and looks down at Rizzler, who I assume is still hugging my leg.
Yes, I too have been curious, and considering we are sharing, I do think it's about time we do go around the table and just.
Yeah, I feel like
Talk.
you guys know everything about me. Come on, let's have somebody else share the conversation. Mostly because Asher doesn't have a fucking backstory. Anyways,
Um,
Come on, big man. How much alcohol is it going to take you to talk?
Would you like to go first? I too am interested to know.
oh, he's impaired too. He'll share anything.
So, well, what would you like to know? Let's think here. And let me actually find the backstory.
You don't have your backstory memorized? What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you? No, I don't, because it's honestly not the best, and I could do better, but
That's okay.
we
You
can
were
add to it.
Yeah, improvise.
Where's the email I sent King?
Send
It's
him
on
an
the
email.
other-
Yeah, he emailed me his
Yes.
backstory.
A strongly worded email.
Listen here, you son of a gun. This is going in the game whether you like it or not. Alright, I'm sorry.
So, where do we start? So, when I was just a young boy, there wasn't much
My father
to my life, but
took me into the city.
Is he a marching band?
I was
Crazy.
born with glass bones and paper skin.
Anyways, there wasn't much to my life at that point, but my family did the best that they could to help me. But at one point, when I was too young to remember, my parents had tragically died by a man that I'm not too sure who did it, and I'm trying to figure that out as we do this whole thing. But eventually, I was taken in by my aunt, who taught me ways of love and hate and all sorts of different tricks, but I fell into the wrong crowd of stealing and not really understanding who was out there to get me and who wasn't. So I eventually took over a small tavern that my parents basically handed down to me. And just did my best to learn about everything going on in the world and just tried to understand myself. There's not much more to it other than that. Didn't really have many friends, but I can call you guys my friends now.
Yeah. Hey, my dad owns a bar too. It's got a shark in it.
You went and found another shark to put up in the bar.
I like to think, I like to think he, what's it called? Whenever you like, what's it called? Whenever you like hollow out an animal and like stuff it.
Taxidermy?
Taxidermy.
Taxidermy. Yeah, taxidermist it.
A shark.
Shark. Yeah.
Just an
What's the
entire
name?
shark.
What's the name? Bruce 2.
The sequel.
Nah, it was a girl, so she had to be called Brucelia, and he had to cope with it. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that makes
really
sense.
big cope.
Opium?
Yo.
Yes.
Mm,
Mad copium.
that's the secret.
Well,
He had
that's
to
one
cope
story
with
down.
being with a female.
All eyes turn to Vicindi,
Let's hear it, big man.
followed by awkward
Oh,
silence.
yeah, not a whole lot to say about me, to be honest. I sort of grew up secluded. Plenty of monks, from my time in the mountains. And I met up with obviously, yourselves. One day, Knights of Justice, they came passing through, and well, met up with them, and I took inspiration, and eventually, 2 years down the lines, I just sort of parted ways with them. No, nothing too special about me. I'll be honest.
Nothing too special. Why does the guy with the white hair hate you then?
Just few disagreements. That's all. You know how it is.
I'm drunk
I hope
enough
you
to
don't-
believe that.
I hope you don't mind me saying, but
No.
I'm not going to push you to tell us everything, but I feel like if we are going to be hanging out a lot more and we are going to be saving the world together, I feel like a better understanding of you and why you are the way that you are would benefit all of us.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it would, but there's nothing else to tell.
Well, if that's truly how you feel, I'm not going to push further, but considering you parting ways and the reputation you'd built up, I'm going to assume that parting
I
ways
killed an
is...
innocent woman. Is that what you wanted to hear? Because it feels like it. You're trying to pry away. I don't know what I did, but certainly not for you to judge, any of you. So stop trying to pry at something that I don't appreciate. And with that, I'm just sort of gonna retire to the quarters.
Okay.
I honestly didn't think you would.
It's all
I don't think...
You say he
didn't-
he hurt a woman?
Look, all I'm going to say is, now that we know that this struck a nerve with him, I am going to try my best not to bring it up. I was hoping he would just be okay with talking about it. But now that I know that whatever he did, he regrets and he's afraid of us judging him, I hope he knows that we wouldn't. Like, I look around at all of us, and while I will admit we're not exactly bad people, we've all done something that we don't agree with ourselves. I don't know about you, I say, pointing at Asher. Like, your whole life seems to be just one massive birthday party, I'm assuming.
Well,
But
hey, I've gone through plenty of sorrow in my life. Okay, I don't appreciate you guys trying to kill my
Hangovers
buzz
don't
like
count.
that. Damn it.
But that being said, because of how he reacted, I do think we should respect his wishes. It was a poor call on my end to prod as much as I did. Hopefully one day he will feel comfortable enough opening up to us more. But due to that, I do believe that is his call to make, not ours.
Hey, you know, guys. Oh man, you guys know it would be funny if we brought it up all the time to him.
You know what'd be funny
Would be
is...
a gamer moment.
You know what'd be really funny is if, like, we got Bjorn to, like, act out getting an innocent woman killed. That would be fucking...
Oh jeez.
God.
We'll do, like, a pantomime and, like, but, like, look, it's nothing to be ashamed of.
Bjorn's just kind of like gonna be like,
since we've met and since we've been going through the things that we have, it's possible he probably feels as though we don't trust him. We have been quite hard on him throughout our adventures, just with the amount of butting heads that we've been doing.
Yes, I do believe there's a possibility. It's just I don't know. There's always something going on with this group, but I don't want it to ever feel like that just because of how someone's past is, or if they make mistakes that they can't just talk to us. Like you, for example, Bjorn. Despite what you did in running off with the Black Circle for that short period of time, like, yes, I was annoyed, and yes, I'm going to be honest, that first evening after being arrested, I did daydream about hanging you and somehow managing to lift you off the ground to hang you, but that's besides the point.
Oh my gosh.
While he's saying this, Grizzly's just gonna turn around and like walk away slowly, like just looking around.
I didn't go with him.
With that being said, after waking up the following morning and spending all that time resting in that cell, I'd come to terms with the fact that, well, you did break my trust, and as I told you, I'm not going to forgive you for your actions, but I'm not going to hold them against you either. Everyone makes choices, and ultimately it's those involved who decide whether they hold it for longer than they should. Maybe whatever he went through has impacted him, like, to that degree where it's just stuck with him. Or maybe that's why he has so much faith in a deity. I'm not going to pry, it's just not my place to, but hopefully one day he'll realize that all of us have our own baggage, and he can come to us if he ever needs to.
Wait here for a moment. Druid's gonna head out and head towards the inn.
Uh-oh. Okay.
They're gonna fuck! That's crazy! Bro, they went from breaking tables to breaking beds. That's insane.
Someone make the fan art. Do it.
Quick.
Nobody make that fan art ever.
Cheek spread.
Dyer would do it too. I'm glad she's not here. Dyer would
Absolutely
do
would.
it. All right. So Bjorn heads over. I'm gonna move this along. Bjorn heads over to the inn.
So I'm assuming we're either sleeping in like similar quarters or like we know where each other's rooms are though, right?
Yeah, it's casual.
I'll just kind of knock on Vicindy's door and be like, Vicindy, you awake still?
I'll answer it, but I'm not exactly happy about it. I'll just sort of not really acknowledge him, just sort of open the door and walk back into the room again to let him through, and that's it.
Okay.
I apologize for us hounding you on your story, so to speak. I understand.
I assume you've come here to be professional, that we can work together, hopefully, without trying to pry into each other's business.
That, but I also wanted to let you know that none of us are going to judge you or hold anything over you for anything that you've done in the past. I hope you know that. It's not our place.
Very good. That we won't need to.
I'm sure that what has happened has impacted you quite greatly, and I understand. Sorry,
Don't apologize. I understand. And for what it's worth, I do appreciate your concern. Although, I hope you understand that some things are best avoided in conversation. And I would rather neither you nor the others bring this up.
Of course.
Thank you. Then will that be all, then, Bjorn?
Yeah.
No,
had
then
a-
they fuck. No, I'm sorry.
Skipping the hand holding already?
I've rather had a long day. I think we all have. I would appreciate just to be left.
Of course. Have a good night. I'll leave.
Okay.
Just kind of head back towards the bar for a little bit and just kind of, before I get there, just kind of
rub my face, like rub my hand across my face, just be like,
While he's sort of turning, I'll close the door and just sort of sit on the bed, sort of examining the sort of partially sort of looking at the new icon that's on my shield that I woke up with. I'm not sure the origins, but somehow it just feels like it's been there forever.
Okay.
Sort of looking at it. Not a day goes by that I don't think about you. It's such a baby bit. And that's it.
All right. Do you guys want me to start moving us along here?
You're more than welcome to. Yeah, like, by the time
Sort of
Bjorn
covered my
gets back, like, by the time Bjorn gets back to the tavern, like, Max is
Asher's
there scribbling
unconscious.
some- Yeah, Asher's unconscious.
Yeah.
Max has propped him up on a chair, like, nearby, so, like, he's not, like, in the middle of the floor, but everyone walking over him.
Yeah, he's drooling on the
is-
counter, and the bartender has to keep swiping over there. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Rizzler's wherever Rizzler's gone after, like, the remarks about, like, dreaming about hanging Bjorn. I don't know where he's gone at this point, but, like, since then, like, Max has just been doodling and talking to himself for, like, the time being, like, whilst, like, writing in his notepad and whatnot.
It's up to you guys if you want this day to keep going or not, or we can start, moving.
Let's
forward.
yeah, we'll take it just a little bit. Yeah.
What's move it forward or let you guys do
Yeah,
some
move it
stuff?
forward. Move it
Okay.
forward. Yeah.
Move forward. We can move forward.
This is
Pretty
all.
content.
This is the experience for all of us. So you guys dictate the pace. I just
Yeah, of
want,
course.
I don't want to
No.
cut anybody off. But okay, so a day of a lot of roughhousing and joking around and quite pleasantries turns a little bit sour. The next day, a bit of awkwardness is in the air, and although you are all, comfortable around each other, there's a hint of, uncomfortableness at the same time with just everything that happened. Plus, everybody's hanging from the night before.
Yeah.
So those 2 days come and go. On the third day, you are all strapping your gear back onto your backs and just being ready when you see the familiar large oak and white painted ship sail in very quickly and nearly crash into the docks. You hear a familiar face yell, "Land ho!" And it is Samon. You guys did travel with him a long time ago.
Seaman!
Seaman!
It's Samon. And all the lovely ladies, the sirens that work with him, begin to unload some various people that were traveling with him. He, even in his elderly state, slides down a rope and lands hard on the dock. Alrighty, where is the fated five at?
Sorry, did Rizzler and I ever travel with this guy? Because I don't remember him at all.
No, me, Asher, and Sketchy did go see Muna. Actually, no,
Right.
Rizzler was with us, yeah, because we went to go see Muna whilst you were traveling to Westershan
Right.
with
Yes,
the,
you didn't meet him. The other four did.
Right. So this is the one you were talking about. What
Yeah,
is it?
he's pretty cool. He's kind of old, but he pulls a lot of girls.
I suppose he's got to have something going for him.
Yes, he is quite a character, isn't he?
Ah, there they are. Get those young and bashful heinies over here. Tell Great Samon how you've been.
Well, Samon, it is lovely to see you again, Captain. We've been well, adventuring and doing whatever adventurers do on our daily escapades, as it were. We've been missing your company, as it were. We appreciate you coming out all this way to see us.
Of course. Who am I to turn down a friend in you, Duncan? Wonderful, wonderful. Well, it looks like everybody's alive. I see there's another big one, or did you just clone yourself?
Right.
He's old. What do you expect? Well, regardless, I heard you need a lift. So where to?
We're heading to Tortengal, I believe that's how it's pronounced.
Tortengu,
It's on
for the record.
Tortengu.
Yes, it's on the map.
Sorry, I'm looking at a shrunken version of the map and it looks very odd. It looks like a... Oh, there it is. It looked like an L with an exclamation point at the end due to the resolution being fucked when you enlarge it. Wonderful. God, I love working with shite technologies such as paper maps where ink can rub off and look like other things. It's remarkable.
Oh, you wrote
yes,
it
we're
down.
going to Tortengu.
Tortengu? Ugh, I don't like heading over by those fish people myself, but if you pay me to ride, I shall take you all there. Words of advice, though. Don't judge those people's customs, otherwise you may become a part of them, if you know what I mean.
This guy just sounds racist. First of all, did you duplicate him? And I don't like them fish people.
Suddenly I want to spend all my time with this man.
God, it's so nice to finally have a D&D character that I can see
That I
myself
can relate
in.
to.
God damn it.
He's not racist! He's just
Aw,
insensitive,
dude.
okay?
As I grab my pit vipers and cowboy hat. I like this man.
Asher has a giant, like a 3 times the size cowboy hat on. Aww.
He's not racist. He's just insensitive. God damn, is that good? I need to use that for.
Well, I mean, he's mean to everybody like that. He doesn't judge based on what you look
Yes,
like. is
I
what I'm
hate
getting at.
everyone. I hate everyone.
Yeah, he's an equalist. He hates everybody. So anyway.
Perfect.
What a guy.
Wonderful.
God
All right.
damn.
Well, you know the payment. 1 gold each, and I shall take you to Tortengu. It won't even be that long of a trip. Maybe a day's journey.
Well, then I'd better hand over some money. I'll pay for my compatriot's ride as well.
Very kind of
So
you.
sweet.
And he sticks in his pockets. Very well. All aboard. Ladies, let us set sail. And almost as soon as he docked, they are taking off again, and you guys are sailing along the Sea of the West.
So these sirens, and you know what? Bjorn would kind of ask the captain about this. So these sirens of yours, like, what exactly, do they do coming around with you?
Well, let's just say a long time ago I found a few of them and picked them up, and over time we have generated a community of them. It is less that I am their boss in so much as that we're all partners in this. And not in the bedroom kind of way. Oh, no. You see, I have lived in this world a very, very long time. I have seen numerous groups such as yourselves working hard to do the right thing, and I can respect that. In my line of work, you get your hands dirty, and not everyone respects you, but you keep chugging along to get by. And now, I have these ladies to support me. I have fortune in this ship, and I get to live my dream of sailing around the world. So it is just a matter of circumstances working out for all parties involved.
Oh, can respect a man who's working hard for what he wants.
Let's just say, life can be full of so many regrets, and although you're not able to overcome all of them, sometimes you just have to keep moving forward. And he looks like very sad as he says that.
Well said. Well, anything need done around this ship? I've got strong hands.
He kind of like eyes you up and down. That you do. You seem quite strong for yourself. A bit of help would be appreciated. And he points over to like some very large crates. Those are the new rations, and as much as the ladies can fend for themselves, let's just say it takes a bit too many of them to move those boxes. You look like you can handle them yourself. Do you mind dropping them in the lower deck for me?
Can do.
Splendid! Ladies, bring out some refreshments for our guests. It'll be a long journey, and a couple of them do come out with trays with like some little bit of snacks and some glasses of water that you guys can drink from.
Very nice.
Gabriel helps himself and then sits below deck. He's feeling very uneasy on the boat.
And then Bjorn drops the crate on you. Yes. I'm just kidding.
Oh, sorry,
Sorry.
Gabriel, didn't see you.
You giant prick!
I'm just
That's
kidding.
My toe!
Okay. Fantastic. Like you can tell he's just like in a good mood to be on the road. On the sea. I don't know.
See.
Yeah. We're on the
Oceanic
sea
word.
again, going places that we never because you can't rhyme sea with much. I don't know.
He.
Yeah. We're on the sea again. Let it know that you gotta pee again.
I actually do have to pee.
Oh. I have my piss bottle. I've been using that, so
Yeah.
you guys
What a
should
guy.
rest.
This bottle.
We'll go piss while you guys are traveling.
All right, I'm gonna piss.
I don't want to just keep him here against his will and force him to not
No, of
piss.
course. Yeah, Gabriel's below deck. He's feeling very uneasy above deck, looking at the water. He's a very sensitive boy. Leave him alone. He's the only one out of the 3 that feels seasick.
Oh, I need 40k.
40k.
Yeah, you need 40k to show the
Yeah.
key bottle.
Yeah.
Well,
How do I know your stream rewards better than you do?
oh, you're trying to spend me using that? It's already kind of full, I think.
Well,
Guess I gotta dump it at some point here.
how
Or I gotta
long
get
do
a
you
bigger
hold on to that
bucket.
bottle?
A bigger bucket.
So yeah, you guys are on the sea. You feel a nice, cool ocean breeze go across all of you. Well, those of you that are above deck. There's a few other passengers with you traveling to various areas. Mostly the sirens just keep working on the ship. They look, although they're very graceful and appear very fragile, they're actually quite tough and manage to, they're steering the ship and all that. So, I'm just trying to bide time until Bjorn gets back.
No, of course.
It's quite
I'm
a
going to eat
pleasant.
a Rice Krispie square.
It's a quite pleasant journey. Asher is sticking his tongue off the side, even though there's no windows.
Oh, whilst we're waiting for Bjorn, did you see what I put in D&D chat yesterday?
The
About how
yeah,
how an anime stole my fucking bit?
yeah, I saw
Guys,
that.
I have a emergency to go to. My sister's brakes went out, so
Oh, yeah, that's kind
I
of an
gotta go.
emergency.
Yeah.
All right,
No
we're
worries,
almost done. So you take care and good luck.
okay. Bye,
Safe
guys.
travels, big man.
Bye.
See you, man.
But yeah, I watched Komi Can't Communicate for like the first time. I binged it all in one night because I
That
wanted
show's
to.
great. That show is great.
I loved
What
it.
is it?
Yeah.
I've never heard
It's
of
an
it.
anime called Komi Can't Communicate, and it's about a socially anxious girl who, in every way, in every sense of the word, words cannot talk in any sense, or shape, or form.
She has
Like, you know,
extreme social anxiety, but she's also the
Yeah.
most popular girl in school without the ego.
yeah. And like she befriends a
The most average
really-
person ever.
yeah, who who fears rejection, had a really bad rep in junior high due to the fact he,
Tadano, yeah.
yeah, a bit of a dork kind of character, and they become
Yeah.
best friends. As time goes on, they begin to fall more and more in love with each other. But due to how these characters are, him fearing rejection and her hating communicating
Conversation,
with people
yeah.
because she can't, the entire show just revolves around them gradually hinting more and more at their interest in each other, but then never doing anything about it, to the point
Yeah.
where everyone, we're talking even a tour guide that they end up meeting on a trip to a nearby city, can pick up on the fact that they should just get fucking married at this point in time.
Yeah.
But they have no clue themselves.
Well, yeah, there's two major jokes, and they both stem from her inability to talk to people because she's so shy. She can talk to Tadano, the main guy, a little bit, but she's so shy that she goes, I like him, but I could never tell him that. And he goes, does she like me? No. She's too she's too perfect to ever like somebody like me, even though he's perfect for her because he's so kind. But then you have everybody else in the school go, well, Comey should be class president. No, she should be the queen. She's too good to be president. No, she should be our god and step on us. Yeah, God, Comey. That's how high of a pedestal they put her on, and she just wants everyone to treat her normally. She gets sad
Yeah.
when people do things for her because she just wants to contribute and everything. And it's it's a really cute and pretty funny show. Kieran,
Yeah.
I love the guy who's just like her. Oh, fuck.
Oh, yes. I
Because
know you mean.
he's the complete opposite. He looks like a total thug, and he's as shy as she is.
He's an absolute sweetheart. He just wants to be friends with people, but due to the fact that he's really socially anxious as well,
And he's
he tries to
super
communicate, but-
muscular. Yeah.
Yeah, but because of the fact that he's so socially anxious, he tries to talk, but anything that comes out just sounds either threats or just menacing. Due to the fact,
He's the
he puts on this
best.
voice a little bit.
There's a lot of weird characters in it, but that's anime for you. So.
But yes, the relation of us bringing this up is because yesterday I put in 2 screenshots from the 14th episode, and it was they finished playing a game in the class together, And then, like, one of the girls in the background was like, here's some trivia you can use. And then the first bit of trivia she drops, wombats poop cubes. And I was like, she stole my fucking bit.
Yeah.
I saw you write that, but I was kind of confused.
I didn't know that was from Comey at first, so...
Yeah, no,
I remember.
I watched it and I absolutely loved it. But as soon as I saw that, I was like, no, this has got to go into the D&D chat. It's like 4 in the morning. It was 9:30 in the morning. I hadn't slept all night because I was working and binging Comey. And I was like, no, this needs to go in the group chat. I'm too tired for this shit. I didn't sleep until like last night at midnight.
All right, so you guys are still on the sea. Anything you want to do while you're on the boat, sailing around and stuff, or talk about,
Not particular.
Oh, okay.
I don't got nothing.
No, Gabriel's just like, keeping to himself. He's below deck, hates the ocean, doesn't want to be disturbed. If anyone does disturb him, he'll be polite, but he's not gonna try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then it'll take, some hours will pass by. It'll probably be about like a day, like early the next morning, you guys will arrive at your destination. So we can kill some time by doing a cutscene.
Fuck yeah!
So, wheeling down the roads is a horse-drawn wagon, somewhere in the continent of Coldurum. The older gentleman steering the way wipes the sweat from his brow. His eyes shift behind him. Though he was paid a small fortune for his help, he is uneasy about the strange group that requested the ride. And inside the wagon, the figures in the dark cloaks continue to plot. Kristoff, what exactly are we even looking for? Come on. No more hiding things from us. We all went to prison for you. The least you can do is share the rest of the plan now. Very well. We have the blood. And soon, once we acquire the other ingredients, I need to find us an ideal location for the ritual. It needs to be somewhere up high, but also preferably somewhere desolate. My mind keeps coming back to the same location over and over, though I haven't settled on anywhere just yet. However, the Dark King, as he speaks to me, says, our victory is close at hand, and soon this world will change for the better. So, what about this powerful rock we need to get in our possession? That is the biggest problem we face. It's not in the hold I left it in, and obviously Near Call has sadly failed us, and those adventurers must have it henceforth. I wanted neither us nor them to lose any more people. The ritual itself may lead to lives lost. We all know that. But it didn't mean we had to start killing each other. Near Call was a good man. Don't start going soft on me now, Strontar. All lives lost will be for the greater good of Usanara. You each have your assignments, and I expect you to set out in the morning. Once we have everything set up, it will be time to visit our annoying friends again. And we'll cut back to you guys on the ship, waking up the very next morning.
You know what, guys? It'd be really unfortunate if we found a desolate location to hide in. Especially once we got the book, and it'd be really, really fortunate of us if they didn't find us there and do the ritual after killing us. That'd be great.
Should do like a Minecraft night 1 base where you just dig a few holes down.
Digging a hole and blocking off.
Yeah.
Sit on the ground with a torch and one piece of pork.
Let me check my notes. Who am I playing?
The
Yep,
fucking
okay.
feather that you found the other day. Yeah.
I do not change anything.
Okay, so the next day, you guys hear Samon yelling, "Land is up!" And he blows like a horn, and you all begin to stir and wake up. The ride takes about another hour or so, and soon off in the distance you see a small, smooth landmass ahead of you. The ground is quite sandy, with concrete walkways going off in various directions. Large watery pools cover the ground, but the only buildings you can make out are shadows a little off to the far right. It seems Samon isn't pulling up right next to the village you're supposed to be going to.
All right. I was wrong, by the way. I did have to change something.
So eventually the ship, with a slight jolt, slides into the sand, and a large wooden beam is flopped to the ground by one of the sirens. Behold, I bring you to Tortengu. The closest village, as you can see, is off in the distance, though they're not too kind to outsiders, so we're about 100 feet from the city. And, I believe that is the, where I bid you all adieu.
Well,
Appreciate the ride.
yes, we really do. Thank you so much.
But of course, I will admit it was a little creepy hearing one of you speak into my ear at a random day, but if it led to me making a profit and you getting where you need to go, so be it. And hey, if you come out alive from this one, perhaps you'll help me with something someday of my own.
Well, by all means, happily.
Well,
I'm sorry, I must have missed something. What was the speaking into the ear thing? Was that what I
That was Ash's message.
Got it.
scrying,
Got
yes.
it. Okay.
If possible, if you do head back to the mainland, if we do get our friend to reach out to you again, would you mind picking us up from here again?
I see no issue with it. I'll probably sail around the area anyway. There's some loot to be searching for in the distance. The sirens love to go deep sea diving, so perhaps I will not be too far away after all.
You're a legend. Thank you so much, my friend.
But of course, we are all legends in the making. I hope this is the next step in yours. Until we meet again.
He's such a charmer, I say as I get off the boat.
He's a strange little one. And they pull up the beam, and the ship does begin to take off. So you end up all walking over some sandy mounds on the lands of Tortengu. Currently stands some 100 feet from this little city you see off in the distance. From what you can make out, you do see bipedal creatures of differing looks standing guard. They do appear to be somewhat visible. You can't quite make out details about them. But for fish people, you wouldn't expect them to look so humanoid. So what are you guys going to do?
Well, I guess.
Walk up.
Yeah, we'll make our way over. We'll say hello.
Okay, so you're going to walk right up to the big metal doors? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go see the guards. See if they'll let us
Okay.
in.
See if they let us in. Okay. So as you approach, do I have... Yeah, I guess so. So as you begin to walk up more, you actually notice the city is quite beautiful. Large pillars of marble stand above. The water is very clear compared to the ocean. This is like water in their own reserves.
Damn.
This is, of course, during the day, but this is the best picture I got, so...
Ooh.
That is really pretty. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Very pretty. Holy shit.
So there are some mountains connecting to various sections. You notice the ocean as it sinks in through the side. It apparently becomes very purified, the water, and various levels with common folk are around. As you step across these two mighty metal doors, various men who they have gills and wide green eyes and long red fins. They point their spears in your direction. So, does anyone speak Aquan or their Cerulean language?
Hell no.
Nope.
Okay. Sketchy, do you?
No.
Okay.
The-
I don't
Just
speak.
wonder what them gills do.
Don't suppose you guys have a translator for common?
And the other one like puts his foot in the ground like they don't know what you're saying, apparently.
Remember, not too friendly with outsiders.
Yes,
Right.
I know, but fuck.
Any names?
I'm curious. King,
Yes.
because of their, let's say,
Speak with animals
Colorful-
is not going to work.
okay, I figured I would check.
They're still people. They speak a different language. It's not like a bear that you're talking to.
Yeah, bear just speaks bearish. Leave him alone.
Oh.
Lives in the middle of nowhere. Call that shit a barren wasteland.
Okay. I hate it.
Actually, any translation spells or anything?
That's a good question. Hang on. Yeah, there is comprehend. Yeah, actually, kinda. I can cast comprehend languages. It's a first level spell. Okay, it's not gonna be perfect, but I can do it. So he's going to cast comprehend languages so he can understand what they say. So he can understand them, but he can't speak their language.
Okay,
so
what
he's
are
just
they
gonna
saying?
be like, "Hi, okay, so they're saying, who are you people? Why are you here? Don't make us stab you." It's a very literal interpretation.
Hey,
Okay,
can you ask them if they can understand us?
Can you understand us? He says, "Stop speaking gibberish and answer us."
Yeah,
Right.
because it's interpreter. They can only.
Uh,
He can only interpret. He can
Um,
translate.
I Duncan is going to start asking if they can understand him in all of the languages he currently understands,
okay, what languages do you
are-
speak?
Celestial, Common, Deep Speech, Elvish, and Ogre.
Okay.
In hopes that one of them might be something that might be a common, speaking language.
So you start going through your languages, them looking more, they actually take a step back because they're more and more confused why your tongue keeps changing. Eventually, when you settle on, wait, read those again to me?
Celestial, Common, Deep Speech, Elvish,
Okay.
and Ogre.
Deep speech, the one perks its head up, and he speaks very basically to you in deep speech. Nahu nahishi. And it just says, "Who are you?"
I am just going to speak basic English when talking to him, but
Right,
just,
in deep
I-
speech, yeah.
yeah.
It's very broken deep speech, so he doesn't know it that well, but he can somewhat understand what
Yeah.
you said. So.
I will try and speak to him in simpler ways, and because learning that he is very basic with it, I'm going to try and simplify it as well, just in case he can't understand too well either. Outsiders, looking for new adventures. No harm intended. We are friend.
And then they start speaking to each other in their language. There's a good 4 of them. A couple more have walked up behind them to see what's going on. And he turns to you and he says in deep speech, come with us. We have translator. It sounds a bit weird the way he says it, but
And then of course in deep speech I would say, well, lead the way, please.
and then he also does say weapons holstered.
Fine by me. I let them know that, fellas, holster your weapons, please. As I make sure all mine are strapped in their hilts, holsters, fucking spells not going off.
Yeah.
Make sure my phone's on silent. I don't know how I got that here, but
All right, so they take all of you in. A couple of them are pointing their spears at the backsides of you guys to make sure you don't try anything. The guards lead you down a blue concrete path. The roads have softly flowing water along the sides of them. You begin to ascend staircases onto higher rocky mounds and bridges. Various sea people jump in and out of view, many of them giving you guys questionable looks. The marble buildings are rounder compared to the human square buildings you are used to. You are taken to a large white dome with round pillars supporting it all around. Inside this dome, the ground is mashed together seaweed for the most part, but it's very solid. White marble benches fill the sides of the room with various creatures sitting and almost waiting for something. And a glazed wooden desk has a scaled creature with red fins similar to the guards. They speak, and after a moment, the one at the desk walks to the back. When he returns, a very disturbing-looking blue creature slithers out on a long tail with moving tentacles and feet, and various appendages moving out of its face. It slithers out from the back room, a large golden trident in its arm. It points it at you all. "I am Maku Shok, High Priest of this city. State your business with the Cerulean people."
Makushak, my name is Duncan, and these are my friends. This is Bjorn, Basindi, Asher, and Rizla. We appreciate you taking time out of your day to, talk to us. We mean you no harm. We understand that your city and its people are not very accustomed to outsiders.
Indeed,
don't
we are
plan
not. He just says.
We do not plan to be here long. It's just we are currently looking for some knowledge here that we heard that someone in your realm might actually have.
He's kind of looking, his various like tendrils like flowing like in the air, trying to like as he's like pondering, what exactly do you seek?
Well, I'm not sure what the well, I'm not quite sure if I'll probably describe it. But we're looking for a book of sorts. It's very old, potentially tied to less than favorable deities, very ritualistic of sorts. We heard that one of your people may have won it in some kind of contest.
I'm afraid I do not know what you speak of. The Cerulean people keep away from deities of evil alignments and such. We have no interest in the kinds of the infernal, or anything from the demons of the abyss. And if anyone were to have such material, it would be stripped away from them and destroyed.
Okay, well, I do appreciate that. Is it possible that we do take a look around just in case? We promise we will not be here too long. It's just a matter of we want to make sure that if it is here, not saying that you and your people aren't competent enough to like destroy anything that is evil, because from the looks of things in your beautiful city, I guarantee like cleanliness and making sure that what needs to be gone remains gone is highest priority, because I must say it's honestly beautiful out there.
He smashes the trident, cutting you off into the ground. I could not allow such things. Though your cute words may fool some people, we cannot trust any outside. We cannot trust the words of any outsider who comes into this city. It is my job to protect the people, and you land dwellers lead to negative influence. We know of your wars and of your corruption in your nations. We do not wish to have you here. Although we will not threaten you with violence if we must not. I must ask you to leave my city immediately.
Hey, you call this cute?
Oh,
that was my thought. I was like, you think I'm cute?
Asher's on his tiptoes like a ballerina right now.
I look over at the guy, like Bjorn, and the way that I look over at Bjorn and Vicindy, I can kind of like pick up in my eyes that like I'm saying like, well, I mean, if it is here and they're trying to just keep it under wraps, it must be fucking safe here, so we probably can just leave. Like, trying to gauge a response from, like, what do you guys think?
What do you, and I'll just kind of address him, the High Priest here. What do you know of Madame Solus?
Madame Solus, I assume this is some land dweller.
Indeed.
She is the bounty hunter. She has been here once to repay a debt she owed somebody. What of her?
She actually sent us here, hoping that, well, we could retrieve whatever this item is, given its danger value.
He kind of recoils back a little. Well then, she must have been lying to you, because I do not contain such material. If you are searching for a book of some sorts, we do not work with that kind of parchment. It would dematerialize in our waters. We simply engrave on stone the information we acquire.
You don't keep any sort of texts in here.
I have already answered that question. We do not keep your land dweller objects here.
Sorry?
I was gonna say, is it possible that someone could be hiding it?
Unlikely. My people all answer to me, and anyone who does not will suffer swift punishment by the law.
Right. Well, before we do, get out of your hair, gills.
Watch yourself.
Sorry. Before we do, leave. May I ask, like, if we were to be looking for something like this, would there be a town or a city nearby that may potentially contain what we're looking for?
Only the capital might have what you seek, but they are far away from here. Many days' journey.
Leads a lead, I suppose.
It's better than nothing. Well, High Priest, Sire, we do appreciate you at least allowing us into your city, even if it was just for a short period of time. We will do as you've requested and we will leave. But before we do leave, I must say again, beautiful city, and we wish you the most pleasant of days and days ahead.
Quite. Thank you. Safe travels. You go now. And the guards begin to gesture for you to follow them. Ensure they go with you to make sure
We
you
are
leave.
fucked. Yup.
No, they're going with you to make sure you leave. So
Understandable.
the guards begin to take you out of the building. He slithers back inside. As you are
Stars?
slithers, he's on a big tail. Yeah. As you are escorted away, you wind up in between several large buildings. The lights inside flickering from continual flames. The guards are emotionless as they keep their spears on you and guide you in a set direction. As you turn the corner past a pink building, a small explosion occurs at your feet, and smoke begins to disperse into the area. The guards don't even seem to notice for a second before it goes off. Your vision is obscured, and the guards, you hear their spears slamming into walls. The guards are now just dark shapes in the clouds. Eventually, you all hear, "Psst! I can help you. Follow me to Iki Lodging." What do you do?
I don't know where that is, but I think we should follow them.
All right, follow the voice, I guess.
Yes,
Okay.
we'll follow the voice.
All right. So you follow the voice. It says, this way. And you see a little orange figure with many legs scurrying across the ground. He's quite shorter than almost all of you. You race through the streets of Tortengu, or, well, not the city in Tortengu. They haven't given you a name of it yet. The rough sand on the concrete grounds crunching under your feet. The little feet of the crabman in front of you scuttling along as you hear them as he leads you inside a short-looking but very long building when you see the other side of it. Once you're inside, he shuts the door behind you. The ground is surprisingly carpeted, and continual flames light up the interior as the sun slowly begins to dim outside. A turtle with droopy eyes softly smiles at you as it stands behind a marble desk with parchment and a quill on it. And the little crabman scurries in front of all of you. Greetings! I am Rigeli. And that is Dachu. We are ceruleans just like everyone else in this city. However, it seems only a handful of us are aware that the Blue Gales are going against our rules and choosing to align themselves with other beings. Maku Shok is a liar. He knows the answers to your questions, and he is the city's oracle. He should know all, and the fact that he refused to tell you proves the corruption runs up to him.
Right.
Well, it seems everywhere that we go, there's always something going wrong, isn't there, guys? Well, if he's lying to us, then do you know where we could find this book that we're looking for?
Anything that is from the land dwellers' world, such as yourselves, known and fence necessary intended, it is always taken away and hidden in secret. You will need to sneak into the Utolpu. It's a very weird. It's actually, what is it? Utolpu. Yeah, the Utolpu Temple. But be warned, it was once a graceful place, but now it is heavily guarded by Makushak's supporters. If you can either distract him or simply navigate your way inside, me and my companions can begin a propaganda scheme to take him out of power. Thus, you get the item you seek in his temple, and we can remove him from power.
Listen here, we're here for a very simple objective. We're not about to stage a coup here.
It is not about assassination. It is only assassination of character.
I mean, if we're going in to get the book, I mean, revealing that they have stuff in there, would get what we need and, help them stage this coup. I'm not really...
Oh,
It won't take too much time out of us.
The turtle comes from behind the desk. You don't understand. We used to be quite peaceful people. Outsiders were even welcomed, at least at this city, because it was a gateway to the rest of Tortengu. However, now you're not even allowed to speak out against the aristocrats. They silence and imprison anyone who speaks out.
We'll just really quickly roll. Never mind. Fucking.
They're nice fish people.
very nice.
That's what
No,
you
no,
can
I
interpret
believe
from
him.
that.
I believe him.
Like little fish people.
I believe them wholeheartedly.
Well, I do think that, as I was saying, if we are going to get the book and prove that there is stuff hidden in there by proxy, by getting what we're looking for, and they can start this uprising, we can leave them to it. We don't really have to stay longer than that. It's just about getting what we need and using it as evidence.
How do we?
Two birds
Well
of-
then, how do we get inside?
Well, I can show you a secret passage. It will lead inside. It will cut off the main entrance where most of the guards are stationed. There will probably be a few inside, but they are Makushak supporters. They will likely try to end your lives, so by all means, we will take no offense in you slaying them if necessary. They are just as corrupt as their leader. Once you get find the... hang on. I'm getting tongue-tied here. Once you're inside the main area, the main lobby, follow the current of the water up to the back of the building. That is where the main area is, where they store all the private goods.
Okay, can you, I suppose you could draw a map, could you?
He looks at his hands that are just like two snapping claws. I will do so, says the turtle, because it actually has fingers. And it pulls out it rips a piece of parchment. It's like an inn, so like it's like a sign-in sheet. It rips a piece of paper off and flips it to its back, and it draws very poorly what the city looks like on an outline. This is where we are. And if you go down these two alleyways and then take a hard left, it is at the end of the street. The secret passage. You will need to walk around to the left side of the building, and you'll be able to see it. There's a small indent in the wall. We discovered it a couple weeks ago.
Okay, sorry, I hate to do this, but I do have to leave.
No worries, big man.
Okay, that's fine. We're almost done here anyway, so. See ya!
Hey, big man.
And one by one, we continue to lose players.
Don't worry, I'll make more characters to fill in for them when they all die.
When
I
you
can
die,
do it.
Oh my lord.
I'm already playing 3 characters. I can play 3 more.
Just another one with split personality disorder.
Dude's about to turn PvP on.
I need excuses to play these characters I've set up.
What if this whole time all of our characters were literally just other personalities?
What if the
Believe it or
person...
not,
In his imagination.
Believe it or not, that joke was made by another group that I play with. Because like I've been like, you know, we haven't played as much with them lot, but like Duncan was a character I previously spitballed with that lot and used there.
King is consistent, unlike Kieran's other DM.
Yes, exactly. Like, you know, we've played like 6 sessions with that other group, but I've played like, because like, you know, we just can't seem to get our timelines steady. But like the running, like when we got to the end of session 6, we like came up with like this in joke that the game itself isn't like there's no actual campaign, there's nothing. It's like everyone and everything that's going on is all just Duncan's subconscious. He is actually loopy and sat in an asylum right now, and all of what he's imagining is just his daydreams of becoming a hero.
Oh, jeez.
But while that's a joke for that one, I actually like the idea of Duncan being sane enough to be aware that he's normal and alive, and just gradually having his mind decay to the point where he is aware of everyone else there. But
Well, that's morbid. Okay.
but yeah, like, you know, that's that. I looked at the parchment. Well, I mean, this will be rather easy to work out, and it shouldn't be too hard to break in. We've done this kind of thing before. We've gone into places and done what we need to. Apart from our book that we're going to grab, is there anything else that you'd like us to grab to help prove your cause that there is stuff being stored there and it's not just like, you know, destroyed?
They look at each other. If you could find a golden locket, it belonged to a lovely woman named Philosha. She has left this world, unfortunately, but we fear that she was slain by Makushak. If he holds it in his possession, it could prove that she's speaking out against him as a rightful political figure. It means he slayed her to maintain his control over the people. The people would finally turn against him, and the guards would have no choice but to arrest him.
Right, well, considering it's not really us going out of our way to do this, but it's literally like on our path, I think we should be more than able to do this. I'll look over at like everyone.
There's
Right.
only 2 of you in the room. What are you talking about? I'm just kidding. Yeah, everybody's there. I mean,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna assume that Bjorn and all that would agree with me anyway.
Yeah.
It's just more so looking over at Vicinity.
Hang on, let me do this. I mean, yeah, like, might as well if we're helping people. Yeah, it'd probably be the best thing to help people. I mean, sure, it's in our nature to help everyone, and if it's on the way, why not? There's my Bjorn impression now, so.
Well, I'm sure you can imagine my thoughts on it already, but it's up to you.
I think somebody got outvoted again. Fist bump, and Bjorn refuses to fist bump him.
Well, if that's the case, then we will we will do this for you. We will do what we can to aid in your cause. But we will not stick around for the aftermath, of course. As soon as you get the locket and we get our book, we are unfortunately going to have to leave. If you could point out a way for us to get out of the city undetected as well, that would be wonderful. Like, just anything that helps us get in and out easier.
That one might be a little harder. However, what we can do is we could set up a demonstration, a peaceful protest, where we all argue for what we want. The guards will try to keep us quiet, but as long as we hold our ground, once you guys pop out of the temple, I will lead you out of the city safely.
Well, I can work with that. Does that work with you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just about the best thing we've got.
I have to roleplay too many people now.
God,
Very
I would
well.
love to roleplay too many people.
All right, so you guys are going to head off to the temple.
Yeah.
As you approach, that you see many guards that stand in front of it, keeping an eye on people that pass by. As you guys carefully slip across the back, even moving through some older-looking buildings, you eventually come to the side of the temple, and you do see a very thin but rectangular-looking doorway that's like indented into the wall. So, just simply putting your hands on it, actually it pushes in and slides to the side, and one by one, you're able to infiltrate the temple, closing the door behind you. I'm just going to say that because after you go inside the temple, that is where we're going to end today's session.
Yeah.
Hey, very good.